same dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life dream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life dream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning from me and my mean smirk. How the hell are you? I'm very excited to do this live stream. Why, I don't know, because we're going to look at a poop toilet, Shani's warts, all of that. But, you know, I feel like a fire has been lit again. I feel like every so often I give this speech, but I was just really burnt out. I don't know how to explain it. It was the holidays. I felt like, I don't know, if you're a parent, you'll just get this. Like, you're never really done with anything, right? Like, you're never, even when you're asleep, you're never done. Even when you're on the toilet, you are never done. And so I have, you know, a child with me home for 3 weeks, and she likes to be entertained. Like, I don't know. And I can be very funny, but anyways, I was just getting burnt out in general. We got a new puppy, all of this stuff, and I couldn't bring myself to fucking care about Chantal eating. Can we just have a moment here? I just couldn't. In my head, I had a laundry list of things, like such a long list of things to do. And then I was just sitting there watching this woman sit on a couch and eat. I was getting annoyed. There's no other way to get around it. But Shani has been very entertaining. And so is Amberlynn. We have some lol cow bus clips to go over. And a little tiny bit of foodie. I think there's like 5 tweets about her. So there's probably more than that. I exaggerate. Lindsay, sharing some love on my 40th birthday. I hope everyone has an amazing year and a fun-filled weekend. Happy 40th, Lindsay. I feel like at one point in time, like, we thought 40 was old, right? Like, I'm not trying to make you, hold on. I have a speech. There's a reason for me saying this. Like, when we were in our 20s, right? Even 40 sounded so old. And to me, it felt like when you're 40, like, I don't know. But now, speaking from somebody who's 42, these are the best years of my life. I've never felt more confident. I've never loved myself more. And you will, like, I know, Lindsay, you're gorgeous, so you have no confidence issues, or you shouldn't, just FYI. But 40s are the best years. It really is the new 20s. And if you had any sort of a fuck up like me, and well, you're a very normal person, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, let this be your time to shine. Do everything you've wanted to do. and do it now. And I wish you nothing but happiness and success and love and happy fucking birthday, gorgeous. Thank you for the super chat. I love you. All right, Rainbow Road. Okay, let me say hi to you guys and then we'll go to Twitter. So this is my announcement. We'll be doing morning recaps again because there are more things to talk about. So I should be live no later than 8:30 every morning. And then we'll do puppy streams mixed in there. It's going to be storming for a very long time. So like I don't really see myself out there getting dirty with Coco. You know what I mean? So I mean maybe. But once it gets sunny again, we'll also do walks. We'll do walks. I don't know. I really enjoyed that. I liked getting fresh air and moving our bodies and being productive and looking at plants. And I think I need more of that with you guys. I don't know. To anybody else, I probably seem insane, but did you not have fun looking at the swan plant? Anyways, Rainbow Road, good morning. Hello, Shauna. Where have you been? Nicole, hello. Candy, hello, gorgeous. Sorry, I was confused. I was looking at, anyways, hello, Candy. I didn't mean to sound like that. I was looking at my phone and then also, anyways. Mandy, hello, Penny. Am I too loud for you guys, by the way? Ricky Bobby, Keto Cross Stitcher. Hello, my friend. Am I missing anybody? Lori, Yorkshire Boomer. Hello. Okay. If I'm missing anybody beyond this point, just know once I get to Twitter, I don't know. It's you guys fend for yourselves in the chat for the most part. Like I do all my yapping up front and say my hellos, and then I have to focus, or we would be live till 5 p.m. trying to cover 3 things about Shani. So if I miss anybody, I am very, very sorry. I'm going to be sassy. I'm going to be spicy. I'm going to run my mouth and I'm going to talk shit. This is my channel and where I can come and say everything that's on my mind. And nobody ever has to agree with me, right? Nobody ever has. And, you know, we're all watching large women do destructive things to their lives, right? Like we're all watching it. We're not better than anything. When we're off of YouTube, I feel like most of us live very normal lives, right? So while I'm not going to be getting into unnecessary fights with people that like already have it hard enough, right? This is me being really big here. I'm not keeping my mouth shut about FFG. So if you love FFG and you are the president of her fan club, you might not be happy with my streams from here on out because this bitch has ran her mouth about me for fucking years, right? Just boozing today, just boozing forever, just boozing. And everything else. Elder abuser, beat any grandpas today. And then we find out that she has been to court repeatedly. She was allegedly, I'll throw it out there for right now, harassing her elderly landlord in a wheelchair and attacked him. So she was allegedly charged with elder abuse, all kinds of things. But can I tell you something? I knew it wasn't normal, the certain people who find elder abuse so hilarious, right? Like, do you see me laughing it up every day? Oh, I go around town punching grandpas. Like, do you hear any of that from me? Like, I live with guilt, shame, regret, everything else for all of my poor choices. But what we won't do is pretend that you're better than me, FFG, when you are far worse. Whatever you think I am, you are a million times worse. Come for me, bitch. You made $500,000 off this community. You're saying things that can be proven false for a fact. You have far more laws for you going over there than I have for me. So, you want to play? Let's play. Let's play. I know your strike. What? It's removed or whatever. Done. Striking. I can't find the words right now. Around January 15th. I would be careful with my words, FFG. All right, let's go to Twitter. And I have a thread I'd like to show you. But first, let me know if you care about the Chantal stuff, or do we just want to hear about the Shani and ALR stuff? Yesterday was a shit show, and I think part of it was performative. Okay, LCO is all scripted. It is. It's all scripted. It is. I'm just going to say that I could say that for 100% fact, and I can say that. I can say that. If it ever came down to it, believe me, I can show why I say that. Anyways, it's all fucking scripted, and I think it started off like Amberlynn trying to play into her monsterness, and then I think she couldn't take it, and I don't think she's gonna last. Oh no, why did you block my browser? Well, that was rude. Hold on, you guys. The nerve. Well, I'm just gonna open a new tab. Hold on, I can't see what you guys are saying. I don't understand why it doesn't like me. I really don't. I mean, I talk to this PC and tell her how beautiful she is. I keep her clean. I keep her happy. I even gave her the prettiest UFO holographic sticker. It came with my Cash App card, to be honest, but I really liked it. And it looks like, I don't know, very cool on this PC. Um, maybe Wilson is right and I've been neglectful and I just need to show up more for her and she'll show up more for me. This is how psychotic I am, by the way. Just yapping away. Don't even know if you guys can even still hear me. Oh, I just saw the poop toilet. Well, I wouldn't eat during this stream. That is what I will say. Whatever you're eating, hurry up. This is not a food-friendly stream, this stream. Amber couldn't control. Yes, you couldn't control it. Hey, Ard. Lily, hello. I don't think Amber can hold out to do. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. So what we're going to do, you guys, I have a feeling Kima's going to want to make all the money he can on her or off of her, right? For as long as she's going to hang around. I don't think I'll be sniping her live or anything, but we will always go live the next morning and recap it because you know what I can do while I'm busy? I could start screen recording and go fold laundry and go do the dishes and go feed people. You know what I mean? Like I can multitask very well in that aspect. So every morning I will have the tea for you. And boy, the screenshots I took last night, I don't know if you guys know who Scooter is, but I'm pretty sure he's either having like a severe reaction, he's not getting enough oxygen, or he's like a day away from a stroke. Like I was looking, right? I'm like, am I imagining this? Am I imagining this? And I watched him become more red and purple, and then like these eye bags formed under his eyes. It was very scary to see in real time. So if you are Scooter or you talk to Scooter, I would go to the doctor. I mean, I'm no professional, but I don't think the shade of purple that you become yesterday, especially yesterday, like it's worse than any way I've ever seen Chantal. I wish I was exaggerating with that, but I'm not. Like he looked worse than I have ever seen Chantal look when she's huffing and puffing. Okay, I'm trying to get back to where we were. Well, where we were going to be before my browser blocked me. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying really, really fast. With all the super chats last night, can you tell me if they were divided between all the dummies? ALR is a dingus. Well, if the members are going to talk bad, might as well be open chat. Part of the way LolCal Live has so many members is to chat. You need to be a member. Nicole said, yes, that man. Did you see him, Nicole? Okay, well, you guys will see what we're talking about eventually when we get there. While I'm looking at you guys, press 1 if you still want the foodie beauty stuff mixed in, or press 2 if you already fucking know all about her and you want me to just get into the Shani and ALR stuff. I have 3 hours, so we can do a whole lot with that 3 hours. You let me know. Mayor, ranting, rolled eyes, panting, purple fupa liquor host. Yeah, I don't know. This is me. I'm probably going to end up running my mouth too much. Scooter will suck up to anybody, like the worst people. I think he has mommy issues. I mean, I know for a fact he does. I've seen what she can do in real time and how she takes his moments away and blah, 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 blah. So I think he looks for validation from other people. And this isn't me trying to be mean, right? So I think he literally would be that person to think ALR is a victim and everybody else is wrong. You know, like he threw away, if we're to believe this is real, he threw away his friendships with Zay Zooted and everybody to defend ALR. If that many people are against her, I mean, at what point does it click in your head that there might be some truth to what people are saying? I don't even see that many people against Boogie. Do you? Do you out there? Granted, I could miss a lot of stuff, right? Like I tune in while I'm interested and then I don't know, I get bored and I do other things. So maybe I'm missing it. One, but the words for Zachary and Marie, I don't know shit about. Fuck. They were the T group, the loners and the rejects that have nothing. Val, hello. I want 3 hours. I need content while at work. All right, let's do the foodie stuff too. All right, hold on. I have to close out this extra tab I started because it's. Oh no, I'm good. Okay. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Hold on. So did you guys know that she's been hanging out in Gatineau? And on her live, she stopped by to go see an old friend, but they weren't home. Now, people are saying that doesn't mean that she's seeing Natter because I guess he's in Montreal now, according to his Facebook. But what I do know is people lie and they don't always update city. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, she's being very weird. People think that she's back on the Coca-Cola. I always think she is, but that's just me. I just think she's one of those people that doesn't lose weight from it. What body part would you think that this is? If you were just scrolling and you came across this, this is what V thinks it looks like. Somebody's booty. Hole. I had to say it not so close together in case YouTube. And then she's just been doing this. I think this reminds her of Dee Dee. I wonder if she added ketchup to Dee Dee. That would be very... Ouch. I don't know. Isn't ketchup acidic? It'll burn your fupa lips off. Anyways. All right, hold on. I was distracted. I got to figure out where I want to be. Foodie took her cat to the vet. I have so many questions. I've never seen a pop-up veterinary table next to a janky trash can, but I don't know. You know, places are different all over. I question where it was, what kind of place it was, but at the same time, in this moment, I'm going to give her a win just for taking her. Granted, we had to practically pull what little teeth she had left to get her to do it, but she did it. So I'm not going to bitch. Hopefully she gets her spayed soon because everybody's been talking about how it's all you hear during her live streams is the cat crying, which is very sad to me. I think Shani is hilarious. Well, that's good. I don't. Wait, she's wearing that. Yeah, I think today it's back on. BG made it to the vet. More proof with Foodie Beauty. If it isn't documented, it didn't happen. That's true. Anything she says, if she's not posting it to her community tab, just assume it's a lie, right? Because when she does actual things, we have to hear about it nonstop, right? So I guess this is a 32-second clip from the vlog. Let's check it out.
We have BG at the vet's. Aren't you a good girl? She weighs 2.2 kgs. Perfect weight. Her heart sounds good. You're okay, baby. You're such a good girl at the doctor's. Hey, getting your vaccines now? You sound very healthy. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. Bye, BG.
Why was that so ominous? Like you were putting her down or something. Like it didn't feel like a vet visit. Oh, you okay, BG? Goodbye, BG. I don't know. I didn't like any part of that. But at least she took her. Woohoo! Essie, the totally not troll person, has a YouTube channel. They're Stone Sour Easy. So if you want to check it out. I don't know. She's been commenting to Rev. You know what I do have to say? He's aware that this is possibly a troll and he doesn't care. He's willing to take the risk of being trolled rather than staying with Shani. Doesn't that say something? And I don't like either of them. I just think in this moment, like, he's the one being abused. He's the one being taken advantage of. I'm not talking about anything he's done before. I'm saying in this specific moment, like, Shani should leave. She doesn't have a right to be there anymore. She's ruined the place. They both have, to be fair. she's not wanted and she refuses. It's always an excuse. It's snowing out. The shelters are full, whatever else. But doesn't she have a caseworker? If she's truly in an abusive situation, why would a caseworker leave her there? I don't want people to see my Christmas apartment, says the Muslim in a hijab. All right, well, I'm skipping that part. She's not really Muslim. Couldn't even get clean. Oh, this was Rosie for her Christmas dinner. Does that apron never get washed? Do you see all the crud in it? I know aprons are meant to get dirty while you're cooking, baking, whatever else, but like, you wash it, right? And you don't wear it as a bib, do you? I mean, maybe you do. Maybe it's convenient. I don't know. Okay, Shani has lice. I don't know that for a fact. But there was times I was looking in her live and I would see something in her hair and then it would move or be gone and then reappear in another section. So I forgot about the lice talk. You guys are all going to get itchy. And then there was a woman in her live. Granted, this could have been a troll, but she was saying, I'm a school nurse and you definitely have lice. I know what it looks like. So I said, catching up now, Shani has lice. I don't know if she knows it, but I can't focus on the words coming out of her mouth because I'm just looking for more bugs.
No, fish girlfriend sounds like Holly Hunter, but with a deeper voice. It sounds like a fat girl, an obvious fat girl voice.
An obvious fat girl voice.
I'm talking to Jax's friend.
Oh, you know what? If I'm remembering correctly, right before this, she was convinced and telling people that I was Essie. I mean, I'm 145 pounds. Well, I don't think I'm like heroin chic or anything. Anyways.
And
I purposely cut it out too. I cut it out of the screen recording because I was annoyed. I was getting all these comments and like, is it you? I'm like, is what me? I was live. And then I find out apparently I'm Essie and doing all these things. I wish I had the time.
And his cousin Brent came over to tell him to leave the house and wouldn't give him a phone call or whatever because he needs to get straight first. Like when you're straight, like he wouldn't even touch him. Like he came down with the ears and the makeup.
But you were encouraging it. Why is it a problem now?
He came down with the makeup on to his uncle, to his cousin Brett.
I guess I don't see the problem because I assume that his cousin and his uncle know that he's dressing like that, right? Like, I don't know. She's doing it to shame him, but she was encouraging it like just last week. So I get confused by her. Just like yesterday, she was saying how smelly he was and nobody would touch him. And it's like, but you were just trying to, I mean, from what I heard, he was telling you to get off of him, 3 days ago? Anyways, these are the bugs that may be in her hair. I did hear, though, that it could be dandruff or food because apparently the other day she was pulling chunks of dandruff out of her hair. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Head and Shoulders is awesome and it's affordable.
Ears and the makeup.
Just look at those things.
He came down with the makeup on to his uncle, to his cousin Brett.
Wait, I swore I saw one move right there. Hold on. Okay, see these 3 dots? I swore there was a 4th and it's gone. I could be imagining things. Where did it go? Or is that light reflecting?
Ears in the makeup. To his
I don't
cousin
know.
Brett.
I can't do this. If she has lice, he has lice. And those poor cats. Oh my gosh. Lice, clogged toilets, nothing but screaming 24/7. They don't deserve this. If these two people want to be, well, waste of space and live in a shithole. I've literally been to crack houses cleaner than their place. Whatever, that's on them. But like, why would you subject an animal to it? It's just her daily dose of protein. It could be really bad cradle cap like Foodie has. That's true. But I remember when my mom taught me how to notice lice. So to be fair, lice are brown, but the eggs are white, right? I don't know. I need to get off this topic because every inch of me is suddenly itchy. I don't like them. I don't think anybody does. But this is awful. Hopefully it's just dandruff. So Foodie had had copyright music playing. By the way, this stream is a variety of things. It's going to be Shani, Amberlynn, and Chantal all over the place. Capone! Thank you for being a member for 11 months. Rev should study hygiene products. Maybe then he'll get a degree. Hold on. Did I show you their nail? It was in one of my clips. Maybe it's not coming up yet. I was looking at Shani's nails when oh gosh. Do you guys remember this dress? Thank you. Hi. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. Thank you. Thank you. I'm in the shower as soon as we're done here. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember this dress? Foodie wore this to her grandmother's memorial. If you're confused, that's supposed to be a dress, I guess, but it doesn't cover her patoot. Or patoots. Oh no. What is this? People are egging her on too. Oh, yeah. Okay. At this point, if you think Jessica Muska is supporting you, I don't know. I think she's a troll who likes messy messes. I know she's trying to get involved with the Shani stuff. This isn't shade on Jessica Muska or anything, but I think, you know what, it is a little bit. Like there's fun trolling and there's fun messy and there's fun all of that, right? And then obviously things get taken way too far. I'm not going to hold what somebody else did. I don't know if they did it. I don't know. The person isn't here anymore. Whatever. That's not. I don't mean to say whatever, but it's not Jessica's fault, right? But like, I would have just taken that as a big sign to stop getting so involved, right? And like this situation with Shani and Rev, they're horrible people, right? But something really, really bad is going to happen on a live stream one day. And it's not just Jessica getting involved. Like, I don't mean to put it all on her. There's so many people fucking with Shani right now because they want her to do something bad and they want Rev to do something bad. What I will say is, why can't we hate people from far away? I don't know. At some point, like Shani and Rev, like I know they're going to take themselves down, right? Like no need to send alcohol so somebody gets unalived. Like they both need to get clean and sober and look at what they've done to their lives and what they've done to other people, and they need to face what they've done. Like, why take them out of the game so they don't have to do that? We all have to. For absolute honest change to happen, you have to face what you've done, and it's so fucking uncomfortable. It is. I had to do it. They aren't special. Become a member. Yes. The Discord's fun. We share animals and recipes and gardens, and we talk about the Gorls, and we have a music channel where we share music. It's a good time. If you are a member, whether it's been gifted or not, or like, I don't know, I just want to open it up, right? If you have a membership, and hopefully if you like it there, you'll stay a member, you know, we'll see. We'll see if you like it. But anyways, it's a good time. Join if you'd like to. I think we need to watch Jordy. What is this? When Spidey Lex Amberlynn Reed's former bestie makes a remix song in honor of Oh Lordy, It's Jordy. Yes, opinions are divided on her AI, etc. I don't care. This is adorable. Amberlynn has to be a shitty person if her best friend is now supporting reaction channels and making music for them. But the reaction channels are the problem, right?
I know that you guys hate Alexis, but like I don't hate Alexis. I'll take that unpopular opinion and I'll dial my hill.
Okay, why is it good though? I liked it. I would play it to get cleaning done and just like bop around my house, wouldn't you? I enjoyed it. Okay, hold on. How is it better for a cat to be outside in heat than inside? She's better inside in heat because no male cats will try to mate with her. She's safer inside and warm.
Because nobody can afford it. It's better that the cat is outside of the cold than she's in a warm place and in heat than outside in the cold, you know? So, like, that's one thing, I'm sorry, but so much better in Kuwait and Syria. Because nobody can afford it. It's better that the cat is outside of the cold than she's in a warm place and in heat than outside in the cold, you know? So, like, that's one thing, I'm sorry, but so much better in Kuwait and Syria. Because nobody.
I can't even wrap my brain around what she's trying to say. How about it's not better to just let your cat sit around in heat anywhere? Get your cat spayed. Oh, hold on. I mean, this song really. You know what? I liked you. Don't make me sick of you. Not you, Jordy. This song, it won't stop playing. No. Stop it. Anyways, all right, let's keep going. Falafel React said, why is Foodie Beauty so purple? That this is with the filter too. It's genuinely concerning. This looks normal after what I saw yesterday. I'm not saying this is normal, but you think I'm exaggerating this screenshot of Scooter. Like it was the most terrifying thing I witnessed in real time. But then I fell asleep and forgot about it. And then I woke back up and remembered. Okay, like I swore he was going to have a medical emergency defending Amberlynn Reed. But anyways, I think she just keeps cat in heat because I think so too. Remember the massages they used to like to give Julia? It's weird, right? Wonder Mom said, Foodie is not ready for 2026, but Gorl World is. She has spent her last paycheck like there is no tomorrow. She still has no health care. Her cat is in heat, and she has neither the money nor the will to change it. And she has no idea how bad her Twitch pay will be. I heard it's really hard to even get $1,000 on there. And I'm pretty sure I saw somebody say that her content was being reviewed and removed and all kinds of things. So I don't know that she should count on Twitch. But, you know, let her, because the rage will be exciting. At this point, Shani raging is far more entertaining than this woman. Again, you know, I'm looking at Foodie. And I think I just have Scooter in the front of my mind because, you know, she's not that red. Wait till you see what I have to show you. It's going to be a while till we get there. But anyways, apparently Pete's gets mad when asked about Foodie Beauty. Is this a short clip? Let's watch it.
No, I did not put it together any cat tree.
I might actually see Pete's, so I wanted to see everybody while I have the car, you know?
Here's how I can prove that Chantal is not here.
So I might actually see Pete's, so I wanted to see everybody while I have the car, you know?
Oh, I'm muted.
Here's how I can prove that Chantal is not here.
I was muted. At the beginning, it sounds like she says ICCP. Yeah, I was muted. And then I had to replay it because I'm like, is she admitting to something? It was a very unfortunate way that she put those words together in a sentence. And anyways, okay, I could get past it now. Oh, here for fun, by the way. I meant to say hi to you, and then I got distracted. Hello, if you're still here.
Have some plans tomorrow. I might actually see Pete's, so I wanted to see everybody while I have the car, you know? Like, because it might be a while.
You think she's here right now? More likely we'll see each other at least briefly on New Year's Day. It is, I think right now we are thinking probably New Year's Day that we'll actually meet up. However,
She never saw him, right? Yeah, she's had the car for 10 days. I'm not really sure why she rented it. I guess to get food easier.
Hey, baby. Cokie. Oh, you mean Cokie? Hey, Catherine. I don't know where she is today. I assume she's at home, actually.
Press 1 if you think that she's been seeing Koki.
Like, I assume she's just at home.
I'm thinking yes or no. She'd be live. What else would she be doing?
Fucking whatever. You know what? Make whatever fucking assumptions you want about her.
Art said too.
You feel free to make whatever shitty fucking assumptions you want about her. Just shut the fuck up about them to me, all right? How's that? That sound fair? Does that sound fair? You can assume whatever fucking bullshit you want about Chantal. Just don't fucking come to me about it.
Oh,
Just shut the fuck up about whatever bullshit assumptions you have about her. Does that sound like a fair idea to you? Because I don't want to fucking hear your fucking bullshit, all right? Fuck off with that shit.
okay. Koki, 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 Koki.
Need a cat treat together for PG.
Hey, Pete, do you think Chantal is seeing Natter again?
What? Oh, like BG13, her cat. No,
Pete's rage.
no, I did not put it together any cat tree. Yeah, I was like, cat tree? No, I didn't put cat tree together. I didn't know
We
she
know.
had it one.
I believe Chantal would do it before you.
Reality isn't that bad. Yep, it is.
Here's what I want to ask. Okay, she says Natter has been reaching out to her, and then he pops up on her Twitch. Now, we know he isn't smart, and we know he thinks he's above the law, but if you just got out of jail and you're not even technically supposed to be online, do you just go into a Twitch stream and publicly follow your ex? That, I don't know. It would be stupid if you're a smart criminal, I guess. But anyways, do you guys even think that's really Natter? Oh, hold on. What is this? Rev stream said, oh my gosh. What is this? Hold on. Oh no. Hold on. Are you guys still here? Hold on. I gotta remember where I was on. Oh, it's probably gonna kick me out of Twitter. That's okay. I remember where I was. Kind of. I got distracted by this because I think I missed this last night. But if you don't have anywhere to be, we're gonna probably be distracted a lot and going on many field trips. Okay. Share, split screen. Here we go. I thought Shani was a fall risk. How can she get to the stairs?
You need to give me the time I need. I'm not going to do anything to you.
They didn't tell me to do that, Shannon. They told me you get your ass now to do a PFA. That's what the cops told me, Shannon.
Yeah, kick a disabled woman out in the fucking winter.
No,
That's your cruelty.
no, that isn't what they said.
Fucking cruelty. You can't even be a Christian man. Not even once. You can't even look at Jesus and be like,
I've been Christian this whole goddamn time.
no, you haven't done anything good by Jesus.
I've done everything Jesus wanted me to do.
Anything good by Jesus, and you already know it.
I did everything Jesus Christ wanted me to do.
You did?
You can't give a woman a little bit of time so she can get placement.
The cops
And within a few days.
told me to get a PFA, and I'm doing it.
Lindsay, yeah.
Did you hear me? The cops told me to get a protection from abuse from the court today.
I didn't do any abuse to you.
Yes, you have, clearly. It's on video. So it's over today.
What I will say is there was a long period of time where she was raging, and I have the clips for you, but she was threatening all kinds of things to him to cut his unit off. I think she stabbed his Yoshi and destroyed it. Anyway, so this stream is going to end up getting like some sort of age restriction. I really need to be careful with my words. I just forget to be. Anyways, I lost. Oh yes, what I will say is she was being abusive to him, and he wasn't even making a sound. Even this morning, she was crying, saying that he's depriving her of sleep, and like I didn't hear him make a peep. Why wasn't she sleeping then?
That's it.
Yes,
One way or another.
Sean.
I just want time to get placement, and you can't even give that to me.
I'm telling you, the cops said for me to do this.
You can't even give me time for placement.
Ask the
You
cops.
can't even give me time.
Ask the cops.
You can't even give me
Ask
time
the
for
cops.
placement.
Ask the cops.
You just want to think about your dick.
Ask the cops.
You're going to be punished by the Lord.
Ask the cops.
You're
Oh,
going to be punished by the Lord for this.
You want a
Oh
movie
my
with this,
God.
you fucking freak?
You just want to fucking.
if she wasn't so large, she'd be levitating right now while saying this. That woman is possessed. Do you guys see it?
Do bad things to me.
The cops told
You
me.
just want to do bad things.
The
to
cops
me.
told me to get a PFA.
I am trying to wait for placement.
They told me to
And
get a
you're being
PFA.
held to a disabled woman.
They told me to get a PFA, and now I'm not speaking to you. Bye. It's over today.
I thought it was over a couple weeks ago. Or no?
What's up, guys?
No reason for them to get a PFA.
Smaller than foodie. True.
How's everybody doing? She
I
knows
don't
it's
like it
over.
at all either.
She said that she has knives. She said that she has knives and that she's willing to use them.
Can I ask you guys, would you feel comfortable being in a house with her? I'd be terrified.
I'm going to stream because I feel threatened.
Hi, Aluminum. It was.
I'm going today.
It was crazy.
Today, Montanians, at 9. You both are acting like children all day. It's about, I am just responding to bullshit.
No, you guys act like children. I'm pretty sure the cops that showed up 3 times for you even said that.
Did you hear that? She faked a fall, I think. Shannon.
If she pops out, I'm
Okay,
gonna
you're all right.
Okay.
No, I'm not all right either. My S-Air is in the house.
Oh my God, this feels like Blair Witch Project, does it not? I was scared when he was turning the corner on the stairs. I'm like, if that thing pops out at us, I'm out.
Yeah, 3 hours after we had sex, Jason.
You're gross.
No, you're gross. You have sex.
Ow. She's fine. She just
Me
slammed the
too.
fucking table, I think.
Maybe her stomach hit it. All right, let me go back to Twitter. I'm sorry. This will be a stream where we probably go many places. We haven't got to catch up in a minute. And I'm just excited to do this again. I don't know. I feel refreshed, rejuvenated, restored, ready to run my mouth a little too much. Hopefully no one to stop it. I don't know. Don't ever get your hopes up about that. I will never know when to stop. Well, no, that's not true. There's moments I know where what's in my brain is way too far to come out of my mouth. Does that make sense? I say a lot in my brain, but for the most part, it goes unfiltered right from the brain to my lips and then straight to God. And then there's moments where I'm like, you can't take that back. I don't know. I'm one of those people. What I will say, oh God, the poo. The poo. Why did I get stuck on the poo? Wait till you guys see it. Every time I try not to stare at it too long, I do. And I think she's just dumping her bucket in there until it starts spilling over. And I wish there was a nicer way to say that, but there's just not. All right, hold on. I'm getting to the Shanny stuff. And then it goes into Lol Cow Bus and FFG too. I have some words. You don't want to lose your channel, though. You don't want to lose your channel. However, if for some reason I do, I will always go to Rumble. Just FYI. I don't think I'm a Twitch person. I'm not a Patreon person. I will always go to Rumble. All right. La, 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 la. Okay. Someone call Salah. Naughty Box. Happy 2026. We saw the poo-filled toilet. It's horrible. All right, can you guys see my screen okay? Sure, or split it. And off we go. Okay, so this is a face. But if you're just glaring at it, it definitely doesn't look like one. This is Foodie and all her many foods she's been eating over on Twitch, while she's also been breaking terms of service over there, driving and filming herself while driving and yapping it up to the chat. Streams are getting taken down for copyrighted music. There's warnings on her streams, all kinds of things. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. So Shani, we got to the lice. My hunch is that she's gone to Natter's old drug person wanting to get high on New Year's Eve. She's an idiot. Do you want to know what I did New Year's Eve? I hung out with my family, but I slept until I went to sleep for a few hours, and then I woke up at 10. And then I watched all the New Year's Eve things that are on with them, and it was depressing. I don't know. I think unless you're drunk, it's depressing, because when you're drunk, you want to sing your heart out to all the songs, and you don't really care what you're singing. Most of them are sad songs or whatever, but you just want to sing, right? So every time we would turn something on, I remember we were even watching the rock one in Vegas. And then I was like, why are they choosing these songs? I didn't understand why Foreigner chose their song. And then other people, I was like, should they be doing this? And then my dad even said, he's like, why does everybody look so old? And then we were all depressed by the songs. And then I went to the other one. And then Chappelle Roan was singing this really sad. I mean, maybe it wasn't a sad song, but it was very sad to me. And I'm like, I want to hear something happy. Okay. Anyways, I think I missed a lot. I might have to go back and rewatch. To be honest, we've really just begun. I think you're safe, Naughty Box. We've been taking field trips, but for the most part, Shani and Rev, it's crazy. Something's going to happen, and they're going to be on the news if somebody doesn't leave. Chantal's been eating. Amberlynn Reed had a meltdown on Lil Cow Bus, but we haven't got to all the meat in between, okay? So wait, let's see this. So people do think that Chantal is seeing Natter again, but there's a good amount of people who think that there's no way, right? That she has certain telltale signs, and I don't know, she's just not doing them. For me, it was the glitter eyeshadow, but really my opinion changes based on the hour. So there's that. Thinking About Cheese said, y'all really going to believe she's visiting a friend she hasn't seen in a decade? What friend? Pete said he wasn't with her, and Salah's in Syria. What friend? Someone said, in 45 years, I have never gone to someone's door to check if they still lived there. No, I mean, it's weird. Do you like it when people show up on your doorstep unannounced? For me, it's like when people FaceTime me and I don't know, I'm looking all wild, and I'm like, please do not just show up on my phone unexpected. I'm not prepared. My face isn't on, my hair isn't, whatever. But yeah, I mean, my family, I just kind of, they're my family, I accept. But for the most part, if somebody just shows up, it's rude. Maybe search her on socials first and reach out. Showing up is so odd. I think so too. People are saying it's weird. If it's been a decade, how much can you have missed her? Yeah, if you don't know where she even lives or if she's still there. It was a drug meeting. Someone called her a stalker. Someone said this is manic behavior. I've been hearing that word a lot when it's been coming to Foodie the past 10 days. For the most part, people are saying she's manic and seems like she's all coked up. No way is she seeing him, Capone said. Also, I wouldn't put it past her to have asked a Beezer to sign up. That's true, Capone. Yeah, the same stuff, Naughty Box, just more disgusting. More dramatic, I guess. I don't know. It was good enough to get me all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to yap it up. So there's that, Same old stuff, just a little bit different. I don't understand this look at all. Friends don't let friends leave the house looking like this. She looks like a creepy woman that hangs out in the park alone at night, feeding the pigeons. I don't know. She doesn't look well. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oftentimes when I see her, I think it looks like she escaped a psych ward. I don't know. She went AWOL Or it looks like she left the hospital and has a head injury. I don't know. None of this looks good to me. I don't have a lot of positive things to say about Chantal, okay? She does look like a scuba diver. And that's nothing against the hijab before anybody comes for me. It's how she sloppily puts it on, okay? She looks like she's a scuba diver or an engorged tick. There's no other way to say it nicely. Sometimes she looks like a stuffed olive. Oh my gosh. Remember when Salah would wipe off his hand after he would pinch her cheeks? Everybody's disgusted by her and just uses her, keeps her around for money. It's really sad if you think about it. Like, you listening out there, you probably have friends and family and significant others that adore you and want you around. And the relationships aren't transactional, right? Like, you could be broke and be homeless tomorrow, but like your friend would still show up for you and be like, do you want donuts and coffee? You know what I mean? Like, everybody who's around Chantal, they either have to be like her family or they want something from her. Like, it's not because of her looks that they keep her around or her charming personality. It's because she did YouTube and had a little money in her pocket. Mo said a weird part of the stream. While she was driving, she said she knew a friend from a while ago who lived in the area she was driving by. So she stopped the car and got out to see if they still lived there. She eventually came back in the car and said no one was there. Okay, so if it was a dealer, I mean, it's been a while. Like, I don't think I ever showed up to anybody's house. I feel like they met me. Well, no. But they knew I was coming. Like, so to all the former rehabilitated dealers out there, did you just have people showing up, or did like the neighbors start getting suspicious? But like, because you couldn't do that around here. Like, somebody would, I don't know, say something. Anyways, so let's watch this clip of her going to the old friend from a decade ago's house.
Okay, I'm gonna go see if they still live there. It's been years, so they might not even live here anymore. I think the last time I talked, and I used to see them all the time. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna go see if they still live there. It's been years.
Oh no. I was so happy just to hear Bush that I let it just keep playing. I wasn't even listening to her. Well, if the stream goes down, or after the stream, if it goes away for a minute, you guys know why. This is the problem with being unmedicated ADHD and loving music way too much. I'm like, oh yeah, breathe in, breathe out. That machine head. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. I need to hear that song now. Tone Knob said, Foodie is acting like a maniac and looks like she's higher than a giraffe's butthole. The singing in the car nearly sent me over the edge. Had to bail. No way I'm subjecting myself to that. I'd rather lick the kitchen floor at Shani and Rev's place. I wouldn't. I would rather listen to her sing all day. But like, I would have to be the DJ. Does that make sense? She could drive us around in the rental car and I will just be in charge of the music, and I will just, I don't know, I'll be in another world having a concert. Okay. You couldn't pay me to step foot in Shani and Rev's place. I'd rather go sleep for a week at Tina's, if you want to know the truth of it. Cockroaches and all. Have you seen the floor? And I'm not talking, okay, there's photos I'm going to show you, and you might look at them and think, oh, I thought it would be worse. I didn't want to go find it. I'll just be very honest. But I saw this photo of Shani and Rev's kitchen floor, and it looks like big rigs drive through it all day, and there's a whole lot of oil spillage. Frat boys have puked on it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've seen things crawl away. So what about you? Would you rather listen to Foodie sing, or would you rather lick Shani's floor? Does anybody have time for the hospital? Just choose Foodie singing. Jay, it takes a long time, at least out here. Like, you are not just going and getting out in 2 hours. Like, plan to be there for all of your life. And it's because, well, everybody chooses the ER as their doctor. So there's that. JM said the only thing that makes her this giddy is when she is talking to a man. So it's either Salah or Nader. I don't know. The drug person makes more sense to me. Or she was going by somebody's place that she used to get loaded with and hoping they were still there and loaded. I have done that in addiction. They usually aren't still loaded. And they're like, no, I got my shit together. You should probably do the same. BB said, sir, who even are you? Lala said, not for nothing, but Rev and Shani are a little more entertaining at this point. I've been watching them. Foodie is boring. Same. I haven't clicked on Foodie's Twitch. Do you know that? Anything Twitch related and Foodie, I'm getting from the good people on Twitter. So shout out to them. I haven't clicked. I can't be interested, but I will recap it. Like, you know what I mean? If I see things, I'm going to talk about it with you guys. But seriously, I've been all in with the Shani stuff. I have. But you also have to know when to take a break because it's really dark. Look, Hannah. Hey, Karen. Rev and Shani are fascinating to watch right now. It's so different than most of our lives, right? Is there anybody currently trying to evict you or kick you out? Does your family hate you? I mean, I need to realize too, like when I speak, please know that I realize not everybody has a good relationship with their family, right? I worked hard for the relationship I have with mine today. Mine was complicated for a while. There were times where I thought I hated my own mother, right? It's the reality. Not everything is perfect all the time. But I worked hard. I worked hard to realize that me and my mom are different and we need to accept our differences. And she's actually really funny and she's actually right a majority of the time. And I probably should have started listening to her much sooner because I wouldn't have made so many fucking mistakes, right? I thought my parents were idiots and it turns out I was the idiot. I was the uneducated one. I was the one not doing my research. But I realized like there's serious situations where you might have a hard relationship with your mom and you might have had to cut off your dad, right? Like I realized that. But you also probably have a family within your friend group, right? So even if you don't have a good relationship with your family, you've kind of made your own, whether it's with your animals, your BFFs that you've known since elementary school, whatever else, okay? A majority of us are productive members of society. And it's just fascinating to watch people just say, give this to me, give this to me. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. And like, it's interesting to see them take no accountability and wonder why their life sucks and everything's going to shit and getting worse. And it's so obvious what they need to do to get moving in the right direction, but they're incapable, refuse, or just too lazy. I said what I said. There was a time I was too lazy to get my shit together because using and drinking was so much easier, right? It's hard to change what you are doing daily for a long time. It is. It's hard to stop it. It's hard to form new habits. It's hard to go through detox and withdrawals. It's hard to be uncomfortable. It's hard to have to sit in your feelings and have nothing take it away. But again, most of us who have experienced that have had some real growth, right? Like we're no longer making stupid ass decisions. We're not banned from people's houses, families' houses. Anyways, I guess I'm saying all this to say we all have our guilty pleasures. Do I want to see these people die? No, I don't. But I also don't feel sorry for them. Does that make sense? I like watching, there's a period of time where I was able to watch TV and I loved watching the trashiest reality TV shows, even in like the beginning of sobriety, because it was so different from what I was doing, right? It was. And that's kind of how I view things now. Like this shit is so different than what's going on in my life. You guys see well, you don't see everything, but for the most part, you know, I go to bed early, I wake up early. I'm probably hanging out with my dogs and my kid and my boyfriend. Other than that, like I talk my shit on YouTube, but I have my face usually in laundry and dishes. That's just how it goes. Anyways, Foodie said she used to have a lot of friends before YouTube, but now they all hate her. Probably just jealous. Definitely just jealous. There is this man on YouTube. And I can't remember his name. And if you guys are not YouTube, Facebook, and if you guys know who I'm talking about, feel free to say it in the chat. But he legitimately has this haircut. And he kind of reminds me of a paler Cyrax. And anyways, he's making all this money on Facebook. And if you just stumbled across his page, you would just say, ew, and keep going. But if you stay and watch, he claims that God has entered his body because his body was perfect. And he's exploiting a woman in addiction, and he's putting her all over his page. And it's very sad. And this person's getting worse. Every time I see a clip, she's getting worse. He is clearly not good for her. And then I stumbled across, I forget if it was a family member or a friend of this woman. And they showed pictures of what she used to look like. And in that moment, I'm like, dude, this is somebody's best friend. This is somebody's daughter. This is somebody's, aunt, whatever. And this guy's using her in her worst moments to make money on Facebook. And he's very odd, and he has the same exact haircut. You can't help those. That's true, Karen. That's true. You have to want help, and you have to be completely broken usually before you accept it. Like no other options, right? Nobody is bailing you out anymore. You don't have any place to stay. You have no money. You have nothing. And in those moments, that's usually when it's like, I got to do something. I can't keep going like this. Like, what's next? Selling my ass? It's usually like those moments where you're like, okay, it's time to change. This isn't working for me anymore. But again, it's hard to even do that. Shani and Rev. Well, Rev, I don't know. It's not like I know his family or anything. But I think he was very spoiled. And I think he was told that he never does anything wrong. I think any time he did, it was the world's problem. It wasn't his problem. And that's why he's the way that he is today and thinks that he should just be given things. Shani, I think she's been broken since, I don't know, something's very wrong with that woman. And her mom seems lovely, so I'm not going to put it on her mom. I would drink and drug watching intervention. I think that's pretty normal. You would want to relate. I know for me, I would want to see people who are worse off than me so I could say, well, I'm not doing that bad, right? I don't know. It's weird what the mental gymnastics we do in addiction. It is. I would always try to justify why somebody's story was worse than mine. So like I could keep drinking, right? Because I wasn't there yet. But then if you used to do that, there's a point where you're like, oh, I'm not different than these people. I'm not. I, in fact, should be on this show. I'm surprised I wasn't. Anyways, that I'm not that guy. It's an ego thing too. Some people think they deserve a high wage when they don't have the skills for it. They want to take an entry-level job. They want to start off as the boss. That's true, Capone. I guess Foodie was saying that's okay. We'll just move to Dubai. Talk about spitting in the fucking face of people who paid to move you to Canada under the guise your life was in fucking danger. You scamming and all these words. I'm going to play it safe right now while I remember. If you're ever unsure of what I can't say, just know it's always on the screen for you. All right, what is this? Click. Okay, well, I can't show you, so, haha. Brother Salah, get your backside to Canada ASAP. Why would you want his backside in Canada? Stop with the baby voice. Why do you care? You're turning red. Canada won't let him in. He has tried twice. Did you guys see that Trump approved that people from like 7 places can't make it into the States, and Syria is one of those places? Like, Foodie would have a very hard time coming here, and Salah's never getting here, I'll tell you that. I found that to be very interesting. And before anybody comes for me, I don't fucking care. Anyways, it's okay. I'm not desperate. If they let me in, would be cool, Salah says. If not, it's fine. I don't care. Salah says, yeah, I miss Canada and the snow before 40 years ago. What? I miss Canada and the snow before 40 years ago? Is he drunk? Is he trying to say he was in Canada 40 years ago? He's not even 40. Has he been to Canada before? I don't understand this sentence. Do you? Maybe it's just jumbling in my brain. So if you understand what that's supposed to mean, fill me in, please and thank you. Let's relive Thailand. Wow. How do you feel if you donated to her, thinking that she was in danger and going back to Canada was going to save her life, and they're making plans to go more places together? How do you feel? You shouldn't ever believe her. And Foodie, you clearly have never read the story of the boy who cried wolf. One of these days, something bad is going to happen to you and nobody's going to believe you. Think of all the things you said about Nader and the way you're lighting up now when he's around. Think of all the things you said about Salon, his family, and you're trying to get him to Canada. Nobody will ever believe you. I always tell the kids in my family, I don't tell like the whole story, but like I always say how important it is to tell the truth, right? Like if you always say you're sick to get out of things, it's just an example I'm using, okay? When you're actually sick, I might not take it so seriously because you've been telling me the past 7 days you were, and you've been playing video games and running outside. You know what I mean? So I always say it's so important because how can people keep you safe with lies, right? In general, like it starts now, then like, what if you get older and you say you're going one, anyways, I do this, and you say you're going one place, but you really go somewhere else and I can't get to you. Like you always should tell the truth, always. Anyways, Foodie clearly never heard the story. Hey, Worm, I always tell my dog the story. I hope the worst for her. Canadian, it doesn't snow here as much as it did before. Oh, okay. But how does Salah miss it if he's never experienced it? Huh. All right. Tone said the real question I have is whether Foodie is on this right here. Oh, all of these things right here. The clenched jaw, the blown pupils, the erratic behavior. She's high, just not sure on what exactly. I just assume it's whatever she can afford. I seriously remember, God, like just having a few dollars to be able to get like a hit off of a pipe or whatever. It's doable. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just saying we do what we can afford when we can't afford what we want anymore, right? And there's always people that want to make money off of you because they don't care if you don't wake up tomorrow. That's the reality of it. I don't know who needs to hear this. If you have friends out there that are offering you drugs, they don't care about you. And they, find new friends, okay? Everything is laced now, and it's a risk that you don't want to take, and it's a choice that you might not be able to take back. Please listen to my words if you never hear anything else I say. Please. I don't find this funny. I laugh sometimes when topics are serious because I don't know, I cope by laughing, or when I'm uncomfortable, or even when I'm scared, I laugh. But drugs ruin lives, and it's just not a risk you could take. At one point, people could F around and sample things. Not that they should have, but you could, right? There was a time where you could. Now, do you know how many people I've lost to fentanyl? Like so many people. Holly Go Heavy said Foodie screaming at her chat for an hour about pathetic trolls hating on her and her mods. Unless it's this troll, then it's okay. What is she mad about? I feel like most people are watching Shani and Amberlynn. Like, I don't know. Maybe she shouldn't have ruined her chance on YouTube, her opportunity, and gone to a place where people are going to be mean to her. There's people on the internet mean to people who don't deserve it. Oh my gosh, there's this family. I can't say their last name right. Montzingo? Anyways, Tia told me about this family one day, and she was like, you will love them. And so she shared the link to me, and I have been watching them ever since. And I believe the brother's name is Andrew. He just shares his life as a school teacher, and he shares his family for the world to see. And people are so mean to his kids. It's absolutely disgusting and evil. And like they truly don't deserve the hate, right? They're trying to inspire people. They're trying to educate, make the world more inclusive, maybe make people rethink the words that they use. I mean, they're really doing no harm, right? So if they're mean, if the people on the internet are mean to the Montzingo family, again, I'm probably saying the name wrong, why wouldn't they be mean to this woman right here? She's pretty easy to make fun of at this point. I mean, It's shocking, right? Like, how often do you see somebody that looks like her? How often? Well, other than if you watch the LCU, you see it like at least every day. But pupils don't lie, that part right there, Capone. She's purple. Yeah, I get it, Capone, wishing the worst for her. Chantal's not a good person. She's not a good person. People have tried to help her. We've tried to give her benefit of the doubt, and she just gets worse. Like, everything she does, from kidnapping nursing kittens to exploiting children with disabilities and repeatedly putting this little girl up on her channel for the perverts in her chat to goon over their words. She's gross. She lies about being in a DV situation, alleging that she's in a dangerous situation, that Salah's family or Salah is going to delete her, unalive her. She gets what, almost 10K or around 10K? And she's making plans to get him there. This is a horrible fucking woman. Nina said, oh wait, she gifted a tier sub to Dee Lulu? You can do that. You can pick who you're going to gift to on Twitch. Who's somebody that Foodie would be really bothered to see? Oh, I'm tempted to do something petty, but I really don't want to spend a dime on her. I got a puppy in my house now, and she really likes her bones. So, we're going to be smart about our money. Dorky Shitstain said, Chantal drove to Gatineau for funsies and has been singing an awful lot. I do smell a dishwasher arc incoming. Well, hold on. What if somebody is trolling her and pretending to be Natter, and she thinks that she's going to meet up with them? So, like, for example, fake Natter told her, oh, I'm going to be at this house at such and such time. Stop by and I'd be there. I'd love to see you. So that's why she was like, oh, I want to see if an old friend lives here. So what if she thinks she's talking to him, but she's not? And so she's so happy and she's got the glitter on and she's driving around hoping, I don't know. We've seen how she acts about him. So while I do remember she acted crazier, I also remember she was this annoying when she was with him. Really fast. We're going to be talking about FFG for a few minutes. I do have a thread eventually coming up. And it's important we talk about it. Like, her tweets are vile, disgusting, hateful, but she does a lot of her horrible things on Twitter, knowing that a lot of her audience isn't on there. So she will say and the worst things that should never come out of anybody's mouth, to be honest. Like, I oftentimes run my mouth too much, but like, I wouldn't say the things that she says. I just wouldn't. She does it all on Twitter. She deletes, she gets her accounts banned, suspended. She creates new ones. And then she goes to her audience saying, I never talk about just breezing. So for years now, and these are just two examples, right? Two examples. For years, she has held my past over my head every single day almost. And anytime I talk about her behavior, she threatens to come after me or get her audience after me. It's like a whole fucking shit show, right? This woman is not nice or kind or normal. FFG is going to end up in jail. Every person I've ever said that to, any person, they end up going to jail. She's violent. For whatever reason, she finds elder abuse hilarious. She's cruel. She talks about child essay like she's talking about her favorite tea. Like this, she's not normal. Anyway, she makes a tweet. Is just beaten grandpa today really grifting for a computer? How many years on YouTube and you can't invest in your own channel? It's giving Chantal. Just boozing today, just boozing tomorrow, just boozing forever. She was doing something crazy. I can't remember at this point. And I just said on my own account, so are we going to talk about how psychotic FFG is or... And she says, why? Did I get drunk and beat the shit out of my grandfather? Nope. That was you. Just boozing today, just boozing tomorrow, just boozing forever. What I will say, French fried girl, listen to me because I know you are. You have no life, no man, no kids, nothing, right? Nothing. You sit alone, smoking probably 2 packs a day, obsessing over what everybody's saying about you. You want to know what you did? You hit an elderly person in a wheelchair, somebody who couldn't even stand up to defend themselves. You want to know the difference between me and you? I regret what I did every single fucking day. You don't. You get off on cruelty and you get off on hurting others, and I think you're a legit psychopath. You grifted off of a dead cat. You and I will never be the same. Ever. Ever.
And I never said anything about him, and I also never said anything about Just Breezing, the absolute dipshit. Just boozing today, just boozing tomorrow, just boozing forever.
Do you know everything that you think about yourself you project onto me? I haven't had a sip of alcohol in over 8 years. You're clearly on something. You find elder abuse so funny, yet you attacked an elderly person in a wheelchair, your landlord, who was probably trying to evict you, Miss 9 Evictions. I've never been evicted in my life.
Who got arrested for beating up her grandpa while she was drunk. She beat up her grandpa.
So if I, in fact, beat up my grandfather, I would have a felony on my record. I do not. And years later, I was granted custody of a small child. Anybody out there, I know the people who have watched for a while, you're like, you don't have to explain yourself. But to anybody else who believes FFG, use your brain for 2 seconds. Do judges in family court give children back to violent parents? Maybe sometimes people slip through the cracks, cases, whatever. But I'm saying truly, if I was a violent person who beat up an old person, would the judge give me custody of my child? Use your fucking brain.
And I never said anything about him, and I also never said anything about Just Breezing, the absolute dipshit. Just boozing today, just boozing tomorrow, just boozing forever. Who got arrested for beating up her grandpa while she was drunk.
If you really made $500,000 off the community, you should really be careful with your words. By the way, before you try to say that your brother is a liar, he hasn't lied to us so far. He got you to admit online that you had been lying about BBJ being alive. Why would he lie about everything else he said about you? Why? I got blocked from FFG's channel. Everybody's blocked by FFG. She has the thinnest skin for being such a big girl. Seriously. I got blocked from FFG's channel for asking how she can say anything about you related to your past when all her shit is current. That part right there, that's the part that annoys me. Same thing with Busy Little Bee. It's like, they're like, do you know what Breezy did in her 20s? What about Breezy? It's like, Busy Little Bee was arrested in like 2017, 2022. I mean, I haven't been to jail in like 10 years. So probably over that now. I lose track of time. It's been a really long time, okay? A really long time. Like, don't call me out for things I did when, like, you guys didn't even know me. I was in the middle of addiction when everybody else's closet is, like, far more full than mine, right? Despite how you may feel about me out there, I've even seen people, like, saying, I don't like Breezy, but she did the work to change. I'm not a perfect person. But the fact that I've stayed out of jail and I'm not currently in and out of court, I think is very telling. I don't know what to say. I don't think she lets him eat. Seriously. And it does look like he can smell himself. Neither of them shower. Neither of them. The dirt in their nails, it's like 3 inches thick. I don't know. It's disgusting. It's been there a minute. Nobody's washing their hands. Nobody's showering. Nothing.
I was watching some of this.
Oh, wait. Her brother tweeted this, FFG's brother, December 27th, 2025. The art of projection. Let's check this out.
I was watching some of this last night with the chat running, and I noticed that a lot of people were asking her if she got paid, and she avoided answering that question for a long time. Again, there could be 2 thoughts here. Was she avoiding it because she's pissed off because she didn't get paid and she didn't want to address it? Or was she avoiding answering it because she was like, I don't want to be honest because then how do I grift for the
Are those the thoughts that went through your head when BBJ died? Well, do I get honest or do I continue to grift because I've got a million addictions and motel bills to pay?
like rest of the month? It's like maybe she was debating in her head whether or not to say and what she was going to say. I don't know. I was watching some of this last night with the chat
I
running.
know how FFG can show her face. Well, she doesn't, but you know what I mean? I don't know how she can come back online reacting to Foodie when, like, I would say Foodie, I mean, she took her cat to the vet. BBJ died, biatch. FFG, I don't care what you have to say. I don't think BBJ was living her best life. At one point in time, I believed that. She wasn't. She wasn't. You're miserable. Animals can sense that. They can sense evil. They can sense hatred, and they stay away from it. Fruity asked, who's crazier, FFG criticizing Foodie Beauty for evading questions about her grift, while in the middle of having been exposed for evading questions about BBJ to continue BBJ bloop rescue grift? Or her insane followers for listening and clapping along to FFG criticizing her twin? All of the above. Alabama Chapstick says regarding 254. So Zachary Michael apparently has an amazing video where Zachary gave their opinion on FFG in this situation, and I highly recommend everybody go check it out. So Alabama said regarding 254, FFG and I both covered Foodie Beauty's phone slip reveal and received warnings. Then she got a strike on the same day. She will be freer to speak on January 15th. Hope she's following all her laws over there in Canada. I had the best concert yesterday. I had a really good one today too. But I really like this band, okay? I do. I can't explain it. I really enjoy the darkness. This song makes me want to dance and sing. It's just so good, okay? I believe in a thing called love. It's so good. And then Okay Go. This is just a fun song. Here it goes again. If you're ever tired, just play that song and go for a run. And then the B-52's Love Shack. I have fond memories of going with my mother to Jazzercise. And okay, I was one of those little kids in my head. I was kind of like, why are these women dressed like this? And I would probably even talk shit in my head as a child, but I loved the music. I loved going to Jazzercise for the music. I did. Oh, and we always stopped at a candy shop after. My mom always got us a candy. Anyways, did she lose her channel? What happened? Who? It's amazing to me how many people have no issue with acting that guano cray on the internet. Right? There's a whole lot of crazy people out there, and it's a lot of fun to talk about. Carrie said, so Twitch is handing Foodie Beauty warnings about her BS? Good. Keep reporting her. Sinatra said, why did Foodie pull down everything from yesterday? Debbie's World said, probably because she's working all kinds of different angles with different guys, and some videos say things that are going to upset precious little Salad. You know he's still an option, but she's working on a couple other wacko dudes right now for sure. They must like big women because, show more. Because she's got $0. And, apparently from what I've learned, some people like smelly things. I unfortunately heard the most awful clip. Well, actually, I think I was taking the clip. I don't know. A lot happened yesterday on YouTube. But Rev was saying, seriously, this is going to make you guys throw up. If you don't want to hurl, just turn down the volume for like 5 seconds. Apparently, Rev likes dirty tampons. There's no nicer way of saying it. So apparently what I've learned from covering these people, even Salah, he likes to go around sniffing farts. So I guess if you have a smell fetish, like these women are the way to go, right? Or degradation fetish. Salah almost got off on people staring at Foodie and making comments about her. Like his eyes would light up, right? Crochet with Ashmi said she got a warning email with tweet. Or maybe that's, whatever. She got a warning email from Twitch about music. She played a ton of music and got a warning email from Twitch during her live, and she may have filmed her apartment number 2. YouTube Orange Cat is in the process of uploading her stream snipe of it. Okay, well, if you missed anything that she has taken down, apparently go check out Orange Cat. She was blasting copyright music. Well, that'll do it. I even think my stream is going to get a little whatever. Then I'm going to have to mute the song out, but it's fine. It's my own fault. Freya's cat said, I don't care how you feel about just breezing today. FFG promising to go after someone who has nothing to do with you over something they did a decade ago while in addiction, who has now been sober for over 6 years, 8 years, but thank you, is disgusting. Why? I don't know. I've never hid who I was. That's the thing. You know what triggers me? Fake people. Fake. Who call out everybody else, but they don't tell you about their arrests. Like, I came into Girl World saying I've been in jail more times than I can count. I wasn't a good person. I mean, what? I don't know how much more honest I could have been. I've shared things that nobody would ever admit to, right? FFG is so worried about what I did in my 20s, but how come we had to hear about what she's done far more recently from her brother? Where was her announcement letting Girl World know that she's been to court or jail or arrested? So if I'm supposed to let you guys know about everything from my 20s, and God forbid, like, God forbid there's anything else, like, why can't you tell us about what you did 3 years ago? That's all I want to say. I don't like people who act all innocent and like they've never done any wrong, because those people, it turns out, 9 out of 10 times have done worse shit than the people they're talking about. Let's go over some of FFG's tweets, shall we? Before we get into the Shanny stuff, because I see it's coming and we're going to be there for a minute. Hello, Be Kind. Hello, Freedom. I had Tony's little gazelle. BK sure does. What the fuck? I always did the Taibo workouts, or however you spell it. Do you guys remember the Thigh Masters too? I don't know. It was a different time. It was a fun time, just very different. My mom used to make me work out with her, sweating to the oldies. Richard Simmons was so much fun, though. I would do a Richard Simmons workout today. So these are just some things Frenchie says about people, but mainly Yaba and Sam and a child that something horrible happened to. Like, this is her daily shit. This is why Sam was abandoned at 4 years old. This is why Chris's son doesn't want anything to do with him. Winners. I'm not saying this for all women. There's some women who don't want to have kids. There's some women who want to focus on a career, education, and have a whole bunch of animals. You know what I mean? There's some women who are trying desperately to have a child right now, and I pray that you get your baby. I do. But there's some women who don't have children and are so angry about it, like to the point they're so fucking hateful to anybody who has a child, right? And French Fried Girl and Chantal are one of the, or they're Chantal and FFG, they're that person, right? Who's angry at the world, who has a boyfriend, husband, a child, a family that likes them. Like, she's just so disgusting. This is why your dad abandoned you at 4 years old. Fuck you, Franchi. That's what she goes by on Twitter. She says, Bunny, you washed up filthy effing lot lizard. You didn't mind the pay pigs when I offered you money and support after your surgery, did you? And then she calls her these names right here. I didn't have time through this, but there's multiple tweets where FFG is using her giving money to people over their head. Like, you don't give a gift to somebody or help somebody and then hold it over their head. That makes you a bad person, not that person for needing help, right? It seems like she would, from what I understand, and I've been paying a lot of attention to this, people say that she would pay attention in a Discord and see who needed help and who was struggling, and that she would try to buy their friendship and loyalty. And it all makes sense. It all makes sense. French Fried Girl is one of those people that has to pay others to be around. That's sad. Look at what Four Wicks said. You heard it here first, folks. The cat is dead. Get over it. I just used a word that I blocked, so does it block my post for myself? P.S. Since we're worrying about other people's wallets, when is Sam going to stop members on her channel? French Fried Girl's worried about everybody's wallets. By the way, I already know what she's going to say about this grifting for a PC. I was talking to a mod who also donated. And she said, your audience, she said something that I needed to hear, and I think other people need to hear it too. She's like, your audience saw it as an investment. It's not like I just never come live, I got a PC, and you've never heard from me again, right? Like, for the most part, I've been live almost every day for as long as I've been on YouTube. I've been taking more days off this year, but I needed it. I show up and I talk about things when my back is killing me, or I feel nauseous, or I have a million other things to do. And you know what? Like, thank you. Thank you for investing in me. Thank you. I appreciate that, you guys. If you're listening right now and you donated in any way, shape, or form, or you watched my live streams, liked it, left a comment, like, thank you. It was so nice of you guys. And you guys could tell when I was live, and we were even trying to cover things on Twitter. I would get embarrassed. I would get flustered. And then the energy just wasn't the same. Everybody deserved a smooth stream with no tech issues, no audio issues. It's distracting when you're trying to talk about something and everything's shutting down on you, right? It is. So whatever. If you think it's a grift, FFG, if you think it's a grift, Wilson, your opinion doesn't matter because you're not a regular part of my audience. You're not here every day showing up. You're not part of this family. So use it against me, FFG. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Anything you have to say, I've already come to terms with. I've already addressed. I've already recovered from. But you should be very careful. That's what I will say. You should be very careful with your wording. Anyway, so she says, Bunny, you washed up filthy. Oh, I read that. Anyways, who helps somebody out with money for surgery and then thinks that they owe you undying loyalty? Like, gifts are supposed to be that, gifts. No expectations of what happens after, right? She also says, no, I called him a child rapist because that's what he is. And your wife told the community to respect him. Eat shit, bitch. Just make sure you blend it up first. Yeah, but I said, why is French Fried Girl using this in her internet slap fight, you ask? And then there's more to it. I'll say this again, and it's probably going to be really uncomfortable for Franchi to hear. She's not a parent, so she doesn't get it. We do what we have to do to protect our children. There were years where I said nothing but positive things, right? And it was to protect mine. Do you think her children were old enough to hear about all that? They're young. Why should Sam and Yaba have done anything different than what they did? And how is it any of your fucking business, FFG? You're so worried about what everybody else is doing. Meanwhile, you look worse than Chantal. All the hatred that you spew, all the hatred that you're holding in, you went from looking cute to the monster that you are. Like, literally, your insides now show on your outsides. She says, hey, Jowls, why not make merch with your child rapist ex on it? Maybe have your greasy demon hope. Oh my gosh, look at this word right here. She ends up saying that she was calling her a bum, but I'm taking it a different way. Sam and Yaba are two women that are married. Why is FFG using this word? So she says this, write some sweet words on it. Maybe send your kids over the Tumblr every weekend while you two hags play house. Then you could both drink from it and choke. I ask you, is this normal behavior? All of her kids have records, you stupid F. She didn't throw me away at 4 years old like yours did. She's talking to Sam. She didn't drag me to bars like your disgusting wives did. Not all her kids have criminal records like yours do. And then she says to eat my ass, greasy grandma. Sam's a hot grandma. I do have to say that. Maybe that's what FFG is jealous of. She's the only person who hasn't changed, her and Chantal. Well, and Amberlynn and Rosie. Like, everybody's been working on their health, their life, getting better in whatever way that they need to. And then there's her, wallowing in self-pity and self-hatred and just, ugh. She says, if I'm arrested, Friday will be postponed until I get bail. She retweets herself. I'm confronting an enemy tomorrow. It's going to be brutal. I'm ready for a massive fight, and my bail money is ready. You call me just beaten today, but you're making jokes about getting arrested. I don't threaten to put my hands on anybody. Did you guys hear that? I think it's that same thing we saw from our walk the other day that was making all that noise. What was it, a quad? Four-wheeler? I don't know if I know the difference. One of those things. Anyways, FFG said, I'm confronting an enemy. Oh, yeah, I read that one. She's violent. If you're in denial about her, I don't know what it's going to take to wake you up, but hopefully you'll write her when she goes to prison one day. So Franchi said, say that to your wife for housing this word, white ass. And then she calls her a dumb old hag again. This person has made her own repayment schedule and has now ghosted on the second, French fried girl says, on the second payment. Nobody told her when or how to pay me back. She did. I didn't make it a habit of handing out almost 20K Canadian dollars and not expecting it back. Mind your business. And she calls her an inbred tub of shit. Why are you giving 20K to your audience members? This is so weird. When I say that she's a cult or she runs a cult, she does. It's all weird. Oh my gosh, wise old hag. Happy New Year, Breezy in chat. Your channel is absolutely worth the investment. Don't let the dummies tell you any different. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, wise old hag. We've missed you, by the way. And thank you for the super chat. FFG, I agree, Porcacana. I don't make threats. I make promises, Lindsay said. Happy New Year, wise old hag. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Thanks so much for the super chat. All right, let's keep going. There's a lot more. She says, guys, I'm fat and fed up of paying my bills. I'll be setting up a GoFundMe for a trip to Hawaii ASAP. Also, I want to challenge myself. If I'm not 110 pounds by noon today, I'm deleting my channel. We'll delete it because you've gained 110 pounds. Actually, I'm just going to turn on my memberships and stop posting for the next 6 months. I know you're supposed to be making a joke, but you've gone on a lot of trips. Like, you had memberships on and you weren't even uploading consistently. So if we want to talk about grifting, French fried girl, you've been to Greece and all these places and you think everybody's jealous. No, I would have just looked different to go on extended trips. Okay. Anyways, you are everything you say about everybody else. How does it feel to be Chantal's twin? You should be fat and fed up, though. You should be fed up with yourself. Oh, look at this other tweet. Motherfucker didn't have to do shit. He had no court-ordered visitation and isn't on their birth certificates. She wanted to be free to fuck around with Big Greasy. Oh, and if I was such a sick bitch, I would dox the absolute shit out of you, Tori. Watch your mouth, is what FFG said. Do you still think she's so innocent and keeps to herself? Do you know I've watched her pay for a dox or offered to pay for a dox on Twitter? In real time. She was offering to Cash App, or not Cash App, it was some form of payment, okay? She was offering to pay $20 for somebody to get the info, or if they had the info, she would pay them. Like, this woman is dangerous. She says, you're right. It's for the best I didn't want kids, because if I ever found out their father was a child rapist, I would have deleted him myself and spent the rest of my life locked up for it. I certainly wouldn't have kept sending my kids over to him or told anyone to respect him. She says again, ever pass a really messed up crackhead or junkie on the street and just keep walking without acknowledging like they're not even there? Let's do that. You sound like Chantal. Do you know the people who talk the most shit about addicts oftentimes are suffering from addiction themselves, and they're talking about the people that have changed because they're jealous. It's not cute to brag about seeing somebody out of their mind and not calling for help or something. You reminded me of what Chantal did the other day. I mean, what happens if that happens to you one day, FFG, when you're out of your mind and loaded on whatever it is you do? Because that's not marijuana. I have never seen such an angry stoner. It's not marijuana. Like, what happens if somebody just ignores you, doesn't even acknowledge your need for help? Because that'll eventually happen to you. All this raging, all this hatred you're carrying in, everything. Like, it's bound to end one way. And what that is, I don't know. Look at her word right here. Hangry person that starts with an H. You grifted money off. She's saying this to Yaba. You grifted money off the community and used it to buy a puppy mill dog that you then almost unalived because of your neglect. Is she talking about when Yaba's dog was outside for like 10 minutes? Someone should report that. You've also used another woman's child as a shield and means to grift for like 2 years now. The child that your man raped. Could you talk about these subjects like you were talking about the weather? Like, the way she just speaks so freely over what happened to a child is scary. It's sick. I think if she was skinnier, she would be a serial killer. The next timeline should be when Jesse was arrested until these words right here told everyone to put respect on his name, or a timeline of the calls threatening the kids with bricks to the head up and okay, this is what I want to say. Why does Yaba have to come to the community and say, this is what my ex did however long ago? How is that any of our business? But FFG hasn't told us what she did to her ex. That was like 135 pounds, no, 130 pounds, something like that, soaking wet. I have the tweet. We'll eventually get to it. She didn't tell us about all her evictions one by one. She didn't tell us about assaulting the elderly man in a wheelchair. She didn't tell us how he was trying to get help because he felt harassed by her and her boyfriend. I mean, if this is the case and we have to come here and say, this is my family history, this is what happened 10 years ago. Oh, in June, this happened too. Like, why is FFG not announcing everything? Why did you lie, FFG, and say that you had a great relationship with your brother? He hates you. Your family is in shambles and exposing you. Your dad is a drunk on Twitter. Why didn't you come and tell us that your family had all these problems? I mean, you owe it to us. If we have to give you our whole life history, I mean, you know, she keeps going. This is about Tweet T. Look at this old drunk slob. Big mad I can afford to do whatever I want while she waits for the wine delivery she nickels and dimes to afford. Worry less about my octopus and worry more about all the booze you guzzle, you sloppy, lonely. Wow. She calls her sloppy, lonely, old alcoholic skank. What do you think you are? You know, we all know you're addicted to something, right, French fried girl? I have never smoked weed and became a raging, cruel psychopath. Yet you do it every day. This is what she used to look like. This is what she looks like currently. This is what hatred will do to you. It's like a cancer. It is. It'll eat you up. It'll affect your health. It'll change your looks. It's not healthy to hate 24/7. It's not healthy to pay for people's friendships. It's not healthy to exploit an essay of a 4-year-old on Twitter all day, every day. It's not healthy to make fun of elder abuse. It's not healthy to smoke 2 packs a day. It's not healthy to not moisturize or bathe. I mean, she looks good here, but I don't know about this. Tell me you don't see the difference. She had a light in her eyes still here. This is a demon. I said what I said. French fried Cokie, seriously. All right, I think I covered most of the FFG stuff I wanted to for right now. So let's get into Shani and her warts. The warts were throbbing. The half tooth was swaying. It was a whole event, okay? And Shani is raging. I do have really long clips too, but I'll speed them up. Don't you worry. This one is short, so I'm not that worried about it.
Should feel sorry about a selfish mama's boy who's done nothing for himself.
FFG looks like an alcoholic. Do you want to know alcohol is called spirits for a reason? And I could speak from firsthand experience. It changed me. Something took over and I became somebody I wasn't. And I wanted everybody to pay for the hurt I was carrying around. What I will say is there's things that's happened in my life. Some things I deserve, some things nobody deserves, right? And I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't think I could talk about it. And I carried it all around until it festered and it built up. And I would drink and I would become somebody I wouldn't even recognize. If I saw that person passing me, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I would not recognize that girl. But she was hurting, so she hurt others. And I think once I got to a certain point of inebriation, I swear, my family would even say that, like, we should videotape you because you turned into something scary. I think that when you get to a certain point, even when you have addictions, like, you're not pleasant. Do you know a pleasant alcoholic drunk who's been drinking for 30 years? I don't.
I don't need you to repeat fucking Wookie. Okay? That's all you do is repeat Wookie, because you can't even think your own thoughts up for yourself. You gotta have a woman do it for you. You gotta have a woman think up your own thoughts.
Did she grow another wart, or has that one always been there? Her breathing. That sounds forced. Like she wants everybody to know she's really upset. So that sounds forced.
He can't even think up his own thoughts. He has to have other people do it for him. What a pathetic fucking piece of shit person that is called a man but doesn't have any qualities of an actual man.
Can I ask why you forced yourself on him the other day then? Exactly, Karen. Can we take a moment? If you're, you could Zoom. I always say if you're on YouTube, you guys are on YouTube, so I don't know why I word it that way, but whatever, just go with it. Can you zoom in on her nail? I feel like just 2 days ago she posted Rev's nails, but look at hers. I hope so, Capone.
About a selfish mama's boy.
However anybody feels about Rev, like, she isn't wanted there. She should go. She's perfectly fine to chase him around the house, go up the stairs and steal things from him. I had to hear about the cat ears. We all did. She's perfectly fine to do all that, but she can't go out in the snow. She can't go to a shelter. They're either full or she just doesn't want to go. There's always a reason, right? Always a fucking reason. This nail. If you regularly wash your hands, you would not have dirt caked under your nail like this. She wonders why. I mean, I'm not saying he's a catch or anything, but like, I feel like she's far worse off physically than he is. You know what I mean? It's not like he's in great shape. He looks like he smells too. Anyways, she wonders why Rev is really willing to take the risk of a troll or an AI girlfriend. Like, this woman has chunks of whatever in her hair. I'm pretty sure there's bugs in there too. She doesn't shower. She empties her poop bucket into a blocked toilet. Like, what is there to want about this woman? And she's miserable. She's staying in a place where she's not wanted. And she thinks that she has a right to the house and she wants Rev to leave. Why? That's his family. You're not family, Shani. I said holidays always suck for Shani. Christmas, raging. New Year's Day, crying and spiraling. She still hasn't showered.
What happened to him? Why? Why is he so cruel? What happened to him to make him such this monster? I don't get it.
Yep, you got me, WWT.
Like, I knew him before you did anything. I knew a man that cared. I knew a man that cared. I knew a man that used to see me struggling every day to get to work, and he'd call me up to ask if I'm okay.
Is this all because he doesn't want to wipe your ass and empty your poop bucket anymore? Nobody should have to do that for you. You're clearly okay to walk to the restroom.
I know that man. I don't know this man. I don't know this man. I don't know this cruel bastard, this evil fucking demonic piece of shit human. I don't know him. I guess this is what you get for loving someone and they're just tearing you up. And it's all fucking fake, all 8 years. It's a fucking waste of my goddamn time thinking fucking forever.
Love doesn't outweigh you ruining his whole life. Just FYI, and spending his inheritance.
It is not forever. It's never forever with fucking men. Fucking big ass fucking men. I'm not putting on makeup. My hair is driving me nuts.
You need to wash it.
Oh.
Have you ever watched her rip her hair apart? She does it almost every live, but instead of using a brush, her hair is knotted and matted. She takes the mats and she rips them. Can you think of how painful that would be? So maybe, I don't know. I can't imagine ripping knots out of my hair.
No, I'm not. It's just a bunch of men trying to play me, trying to get my nudes, trying to fucking just make me feel as miserable as I possibly can. And I.
Who in God's name is trying to get her nudes and why? You need to be banned to an island and fend for yourself for an eternity.
I really do hate men at this point in my life. I really hate men. I hate men so bad.
Sorry, I got stuck on something about stocks, and I'm not a stock Gorley, but I did invest in $5. I was proud of myself. I felt like a dork because I don't know. I feel like at this point I should be doing things right or trying to. So I invested in Coca-Cola and I had a good laugh about that because at least I'm investing in a different Coca-Cola. And I bought like a really small amount of Bitcoin, but I can't remember. Like, I know there was 2 different ones. I can't remember what it is. Okay, I don't really pay attention to all that stuff. I'm not saying that's smart or cute. I just don't necessarily understand it, right? I don't. And for me, I have to be super into something for me to want, I don't know, this isn't a good thing again, but for me to want to, I guess, learn more about it. And maybe as time goes on, and like if something goes up, I'll be like, ooh, let me invest more. But I guess I'm just seeing how it goes. Does that make sense? Anyways, she starts crying and saying no one's ever going to love her. And I enjoyed all of this. So I clipped like almost 10 minutes, but we're going to speed it up.
No family here either. It's a thing. It is.
Pepsi makes me sick.
Yeah.
I just think it's an abomination because it's flat. Like, tell me you don't notice the difference between Coke and Pepsi. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying in general. I don't understand why you would want to drink a flat syrup instead of having tiny little bubbles tickling your tongue. Like, please tell me the point.
That wicked sex energy, but I'm not a fool like he is. I ain't just gonna give my body over to someone that I barely fucking know anything about.
Weren't you on OnlyFans?
especially with the internet the way it is. No. No.
It's so good.
Yeah, big red flag. So I'm like, nah, I ain't doing this.
I have a Coke Zero next to me right now. It is flat. Hold on. Hold on. This is... Oh, I don't know if it's going to kick me out, but if it does, I don't care. I need to do a poll because this is the important stuff that matters. Do you think Pepsi is flat? Why can't I? Oh, here we go. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh, I guess I could play her while I do a poll. All right. Let's see. Oh, wait, I could give memberships too. Hold on. Let's do that first.
He don't care. He just strung me along for 8 years, pretending that he cared and loved me, just so he can be upstairs and say, you know how many women hit me and how good looking they are? Why would I ever choose her? I don't know. Why did you ever choose me to begin with? Why'd you waste my 8 years to be fucking thrown apart and just be used as some replaceable fucking sex doll? Because that's how you think of women, replaceable, like your fucking sex doll.
Jeez. Rage Against the Sex Doll. Okay, is Pepsi flat? There we go. Welcome to all the new members. Is it still sharing? Oh, good. It didn't kick me out. You're welcome. If you're a member and you would like to join our Discord, please email me at justbreezintoday@mail.com, or I am on Twitter. Just search Just Breezin Today. Oh, play. If you voted no, show yourself. It was Capone for sure, but hey, Eric. Okay, I'll try it once. But if it's flat, you're going to hear from me. Oh, I see you. I have a bachelor brother, Shani. Is that Capone? Please tell me you don't really have a brother. Well, I mean, that you would want to set up with this. Maybe your family life is just boring and you're trying to throw a wrench in things for some fun. Naughty Box voted no. Did you download Twitter yet, Naughty Box? Or just email me. Shani, you're losing it. It's been lost. I don't know. There's a Capone in there. Oh my gosh. If you were this miserable, would you not just take your chance at a shelter? I mean, at this point, it would seem way more peaceful.
No one's gonna want to love this. Let's just be honest. No one's gonna love me the way I need to be loved. No one's gonna love me.
How can anybody love you when you don't even love yourself?
All men do is just use me.
You will find someone.
Like, I don't think that genuine love is actually real. I really don't. I've never seen it.
I'm going to try a Pepsi Zero today. I am. Even if I just have to scooter myself to the CVS and pay an overly priced amount for it, I need to know. But again, just be prepared. If it's flat, you are never going to hear the end of it.
I've never seen it. Like for him, love is how the woman looks. Wait until he finds out the catfish isn't for him. You want to know how Jax really sounds? Because I'm speaking to her.
Wait.
The woman whose true face you're in love with, I'm speaking to her.
Ew. What does she have to say about everything? Jax said Rev terrifies her. Capone boxers. Ezzy is a dude in his 50s with a beer gut. Oh.
Yeah, she did. She really did.
There's an old shit hanging in the closet. Don't put it on much anymore. Huh? Can I ask why you have an old shit hanging in your closet? Am I pooping wrong? Mine gets flushed.
Oh, Easton, you're probably a catfish too. You never emailed me.
I'm vaping, by the way.
So, whatever.
If you're smoking too, what do you have? I have a dime vape because they're still on sale. And it's a forbidden apple. And it kind of tastes like a spicy, dirty apple. And it's a good time. Thanks to whoever. You're welcome, Tiz. Welcome to the Breezy Bunch. Do I have her sped up? Yeah. Get out of this house. It's a bodega person. How do you feel, Capone, that Hurl is fighting with the bodega? And the bodega is now Team Hecate. To be fair, hold on, let's just have a moment. To be fair, I could see now why people are Team Hecate, right? I did my research. While I'm not a fan of some things she does, and you know, she definitely did me dirty, but I also did her dirty. So there's that. I could see, because if you just listen to what you hear, you would think she is the worst person on here, right? But then it turns out people have created fake accounts, leaving reviews, claiming to be a certain age and things like that. I found myself at first hate watching her. And I was interested because, I don't know, the shit that was going on. Like, I don't call lawyers. I'm not having back and forths for 3 days straight. You know what I mean? I'm probably pooper scooping the backyard. But anyways, I first started hate watching, and then I'm like, she's not that bad. Can she be messy? Yes, but we all can be. Can she go IRL? I haven't seen her do it to anybody who hasn't done it first with my own eyes. Can she spiral? Definitely. We all can, right? Can we not have delusions, but can we spiral so much that we start believing them? I don't know. We're all women. Well, not all of us. There's men in the chat too, but like, we're all nosy. We're all petty. We're all messy. I think we all need to stop pretending we're above the mess. Like, how many years, just tell me right now, how many years have you been watching either Amberlynn or Shani or Chantal, right? I'm not saying that your life is like them or you're as bad as them. I'm just saying there's a part of us that likes the mess, and we just need to come to terms with it. We just do. Own it. I do. And it's so much more freeing. Like, if you're a bitch sometimes, own that. If you're a mean girl sometimes, own it. Because the reality is, most of us do all that on here, and then we go back to our productive, normal life, right? Or I'll speak for myself. I can't go around my house. I mean, I can, but it's not a good look. They're like, my family is oftentimes here. The kids are often, I'm not cunt, motherfucker. Like, I'm not walking around just cunt. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like, I try to say, instead of shut the F up, shut the front door. I say things like that. But then I come online and I get to hang out with other adults who are just as nosy as I am, and it's amazing. Okay, this is where it starts getting, I was scared for a minute.
He wants to push me. Are you sure you want to push me? Are you sure you really want to push me today?
I wouldn't risk it because I would be afraid your tooth was going to stab me. Oh, but you were talking to Rev.
Keep calling me a cunt, Jason. Keep calling me a cunt.
He doesn't have the upper body strength, right? Okay, so regardless of how you feel about Jason, I'm sorry, it's a yappy stream. It's going to be that way. Regardless about how you feel about him, like, would you be scared if you were Jason? This woman is like 5 times his size, and she makes threats of chopping off his parts. Like, I would be afraid if I was him. But at some point, do you think, though, hold on, let's go even further. Is there a little part of him that enjoys this? Because the reality is, if somebody was in my home and I truly didn't want them there, I could make sure I'd get them out. She could definitely finish him, yeah. But does he like the toxicity and the chaos? Because addicts, like, you can't tell me he's not, okay? He's an alcoholic. I think he'll do whatever it is he can get. Like, addicts crave chaos. They do. They don't know how to exist if things are peaceful and normal. You need drama. You need to yell. You need lots of fighting.
You leave me alone. Stop going purposely at the door to try to antagonize me, buddy. You better step away and not fucking try to antagonize me. Because I'm already at the edge, Jason.
So take a walk.
Stop fucking trying to antagonize me, you piece of fucking shit, pussy ass bitch.
I'm confused why he can't talk on the phone in his uncle's house upstairs or whatever it is that he is. Was he in the basement at some point too? I don't know. I can't keep up. There was upstairs, there was a basement he was in. He's been all the places. Like, why can't he be on the phone in his family's home? Like, she's the unwanted guest that won't leave. That was smart. He's at the top of the stairs. We saw her at the bottom. She's not making it up.
He pushes me far enough, I'm not going to even care if I catch a charge. I ain't even going to care. Because I'll be somewhere else in my mind.
You should go there now and stop yelling. Doesn't it give you a headache? If you were yelling for a week straight, would you not have the biggest migraine ever? How does she keep going on?
I am in severe pain. Can you give me some goddamn humanity for once?
I know when I'm in severe pain, I go raging to the internet for 7 days. How about you out there, Nicole?
Get away from the door or close your goddamn door so I don't need to hear you. You're doing this on purpose. That's right, I am psychotic, so you might want to not push someone who's psychotic.
Ooh. Do you still have your cats? Those cats need to be taken. I said what I said. Can you imagine being a small animal around all the yelling. I heard that they have to use the basement as their litter box, but the door is closed the majority of the time. So where are they using the restroom? I know I'll speak for my dogs. If I was screaming nonstop, like they would be scared and hide. This isn't healthy for an animal. That place is filthy. There's like smoke in the air nonstop. A film of it, a layer of it.
You know what?
Yeah, withdrawal make
Yeah,
you
I'm so
rage.
sick of that fucking pig. Yeah, says the cheater. Says the cheater. Says the kid kicker. Says the woman abuser.
I took Gavin for like a Camel Crush kind of a guy.
Says the one who likes looking at little fucking girls and taking pleasure off it.
I don't like this. She says that a lot, and for the most part, I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to ignore it, but she says that. And it's like, if that's true, why did you have your children around him? If this is true, why did you stay with him up until a week ago? Or 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Whatever amount of time it is. It makes me extremely uncomfortable, and I worry for her sons and what exactly they have been through, if this is true, right? But then she's also said some horrible things about her own son. So there's that. I know she lies. She says things, and I don't think she realizes, like, if he truly went to court, he could get a restraining order. He could. Based on what I saw alone yesterday, stabbing things, destroying property, saying that you're going to cut off parts, like you can get granted a restraining order for that, or at least you should be granted a restraining order for that. Anyways, Rev said he isn't showering because Shani will grape him. I mean, I saw a clip where she forced herself on him and he was saying, please stop, I don't want this.
I'm sick of holding back.
She would, wise old hag.
Yeah, it's been 8 days since he took a shower. You ever gonna take a shower? It's been 8 days, Jason. And everyone online is counting how many days you've gone without a shower.
He missed an opportunity right here. He should have said, I'll take one when you do.
That's because you're a rapist.
No, that's because you like being fucking filthy and gross.
I don't. Sometimes subjects are uncomfortable. They just are around here, and there's no words that can come out of my mouth that could make it any less uncomfortable. These people are toxic. Something really bad is going to happen. Something really, really bad. I said, I think I'm going to hurl. Here, let's just smoke during this moment. You have 30 seconds to hit something.
Yeah. Hashtag take a shower, Rev. You want to talk about how I smell and you haven't showered in 8 fucking days? You just wear the same filthy fucking clothes, being gross? Just imagine that fucking cum crust on him.
No, thank you. I couldn't eat breakfast this morning because somebody told me about a Cyrax video. And I guess since I was traumatized, you have to be too. And they actually told me they were going to send the video. And FYI, if you're listening and you send me this video, I'm blocking you. I love you, but I'm blocking you. So something about a dentist covered Cyrax and his teeth. Okay. I got to pull myself together to spit these words out. And something about a pus pocket and blood clot that just keeps filling up. And then you could literally see it sometimes when he's talking. And so anyways, It's been a whole lot of disgusting things this morning. And, I wish I could say it's going to get better, but we still haven't even seen the poop. So there's that. I guess we're all going to be skinny today because I don't know that I could eat anything without thinking about pus pockets. Oh my God. I'm so sorry if you were going to eat a hot pocket later or in general at any point in your life. Because for me, I would just every time I saw it, pus pocket. I don't want to eat chow mein, which I have shrimp chow mein and shrimp fried rice, but none of that because I can't stop thinking about the lice eggs in Shani's hair, I'm gonna be a supermodel today. Shani shaving Rev for smelling. Meanwhile, I could smell her through the screen. It's true. It's not a good smell. Think tuna in the sun for 14 days. There you go.
Smelly ass man.
Ricky, I'm so sorry. Eat a salad. You should be safe with that.
Ugh.
I'll eat a salad too.
Crushed salty balls. Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
you were
it
trying to have them all up in your mouth like 2 days ago. Ew.
his crusty ass lips. His probably ass is crusted with shit juice too. Oh my God, K Dot. I'm about to be a lesbian myself because I hate men. I really do.
Oh God.
You're so evil. Why? Because I'm like saying he had 8 days without a shower. Yeah, I'm so evil.
Sorry, I was saying oh God because I don't understand like Foodie Beauty and Shani who are gay and then they're not. And then they're gay and they're not. I don't understand it. Can you, if you are gay out there, please fill me in. Can you just turn it off and on? Like one day you're into dudes, next week, maybe you're bi out there. I don't know. But is it something you could just flip like a switch and decide that day?
I'm so evil to say to someone, you need to take a fucking bath. You smell.
They both smell. You know what's hard though? I will say when I was in addiction, I was always on top of my teeth. Like I would always make sure because I just knew I always wanted to have teeth, right? I don't know. We do things, right? I let other things slide, but I wanted teeth, okay? Whatever. Didn't care if I was homeless as long as I had my teeth. Anyways, like there was times where I was in addiction where like the thought of a shower seemed impossible. Like the act of getting into it. I remember that. So like they're in the midst of something. This isn't just mental health. Oftentimes like mental health and addiction are hand in hand. They go hand in hand. It's just how it goes. I don't know. I'm not just like an alcoholic addict. I'm a depressed alcoholic addict with anxiety. Anyways, this is Coco and her new Valentine's Day sweater. And I need you all to see how cute she is. And she has a heart on her nose that matches the hearts on her sweater. And she actually likes this sweater. She hasn't tried to take it off or eat our faces off. We go through this battle all the time. Like she knows when I want to sit down. Like I don't feel like I get to sit down very often throughout the day. But if I do, I'm either in the backyard or I go to my bed for a minute and I just relax. And every time I want to sit in a spot, or sometimes she ends up in bed with me and then goes to bed with my kid. Anyways, she goes right into my spot and she knows and she's like, haha, but it's so warm and it's already ready for me. It's very cute. I love her. I think she should be a doggy model. I think all the dogs would want to look like her. I think she's perfection. She gets on my last nerve. I have to be honest, but I'm so absolutely obsessed with her. And when I call her an asshole, it's not to be mean. If you have a Jack Russell or a Jack Russell mix, you just know they could be little assholes, right? But she's a cute one. Chachi, perfect angel. This dog likes to make me work. Just in general. There's not a whole lot of sitting to be had around here. We're constantly going to the backyard, constantly chasing her around to get something out of her mouth, constantly fighting to not have my butt bitten, constantly fighting to keep shoes on my feet because she really likes laces. But to be fair, think of all the fat I could be gaining if we hadn't brought her home for the holidays, right? Right? I could be Chantal sized right now, but I'm not because of Coco. So shout out to her. She's the MVP. I can't even pee without him being next to me. She cries when I shower and I close the door. She does. She wants to look at me through the glass doors, and it's a bit awkward. I won't deny it. It's a bit awkward, but I mean, I don't know. I think she doesn't. Here's the thing. While she obviously came from somebody who loved her, like she's not afraid really of much. Like she's not afraid of people. She's just not afraid. They have abandonment issues, just like if we're abandoned when we're young, right? Or a significant person in our life leaves unexpectedly. Like we can carry that kind of trauma, and so can dogs, right? She ended up at the shelter twice before I got her. Twice. And it breaks my heart for her because think of like you just think you're going on a car ride with your favorite person and they don't come back for you. They drop you off somewhere and don't come back for you. So I just have to accept like I had abandonment issues at one point in my life. You know, it never goes away. I think I still do. That's why I was willing to stay with shitty people because even though I knew I was better off without them, I don't know, it was just like another person leaving my life. Does that make sense? So I think she has some trauma and she doesn't like to be alone, and that's okay because she's very cute. And she's like an electric blanket, like except for the mornings and at night, it's pretty cold, but for the most part, like she's very hot. I don't know. So when she gives you a hug, it's like, "Oh, this is nice." She knows you rescued her. I think she rescued us in a lot of ways too. I won't elaborate, but I will say that. She's brought so much joy. So much joy. She keeps you on your toes. And Chachi, even though she acts like she can't stand Coco, her little tail wags. And like, even when I take Chachi to go potty, for example, like there's times where I take her out alone without Coco because Coco just wants to play. But like, she looks behind her back looking for the dog. Like, where is she? Where's my friend? And at night, when Coco does choose to sleep with me, they cuddle. Like, Coco will lay either across her butt or like they'll lay side by side. And it's adorable. I just think this is the thing. Coco's a puppy and Chachi is a little old lady, right? So like Chachi wants to play for a little bit and then she's like, "Hey, I'm done. I'm too old for this shit." And then Coco's like, "But let's keep going. This is so much fun. Why don't you want to keep going?" So anyways, you know, we're finding a happy medium and it's all slowly calming down, which is amazing. That 3-3-3 rule they tell you is legitimately true. It took about 3 weeks for things to be calm. It was really crazy there for a minute. So if you rescue a dog, when you first bring them home, don't think that that's how they're always going to be. If they're hiding, if they're like really, really hyper bouncing off the walls, like they're trying to adjust, right? But after 3 weeks, it seems like they catch on to a routine, a schedule, and they learn your way of life, right? So we're definitely seeing more of her sweet personality, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, let's keep going. It's like hold on, I'll look it up right now because I don't want to give misinformation, but it's true. They give you paperwork when you rescue an animal. And it's basically saying, "Hey, give this animal a chance because they're adjusting just like you. Hey, Linda." She sits in your seat because she anticipates your return. "I have 3 dogs and we are bonded tighter than any human connection." That's beautiful, Linda. What breed do you have? Okay, 3-3-3 rule for dogs. So it's a guideline for new adoptions. 3 days to decompress and feel overwhelmed. 3 weeks to learn routines and start feeling comfortable, and 3 months to truly settle in, bond, and show their true personality. emphasizing patience and consistency while recognizing each dog adjusts at its own pace. So it says, like, within 3 days, they're usually scared, shy, withdrawn, hiding. They may not eat or drink, may have accidents indoors. That happened a lot the first 3 days. It did. But then she watched what Chachi did. I think having another dog definitely helped us out because dogs are smart. They just are. And Coco was following Chachi around and she's like, oh, this is my toilet, not their carpet. What to do, give them a quiet, safe space, crate or corner with food, water, and a bed. Keep interactions short. Well, I don't agree with that. Establish a base. They probably know better than me. Don't listen to me. Establish a basic routine. Don't force interaction. Coco slept in my bed the first night I brought her home. There was no crate involved, no corner. She was on my pillow. 3 weeks, building routine and trust. Behavior, exploring, testing boundaries. Oh, yes. Chewing, barking, learning house rules, recognizing voice patterns, starting to bond, what to do. Focus on consistent training, positive reinforcement, and bonding. Introduce new experiences gradually. And then 3 months, they start settling in and feeling at home. Behavior, feeling secure, showing stronger attachment, becoming a true family member. Training becomes easier. What to do, continue socialization and training. They're now ready for more complex experiences and showing their true relaxed self. She's going to puppy training. I'm very excited about that. Training isn't just for her. Like, she's not a bad dog. Training is for us too, because we don't know how to handle her. Like, we don't know how to handle a Jack Russell Terrier. Any experience we may have had before has flown out the window. This is a whole new ball game, right? She's hyper. She gets distracted easily. She wants to play. And I don't want to be mean to her. Neither does my family. So we need to know, like, commands and what to do when things get a little out of control, right? Training is for everybody. I highly suggest if you're going to get a puppy, just do it anyways, right? Just do it anyways. It's not just for them. Apparently, Rev is a rabid D-pick sender. I needed a little break from the Shanny stuff, and that was a nice break talking about Coco. You know, I'm very passionate about animals. I just love them, and I can talk about really Chachi and Coco for the rest of the day and be perfectly content. But anyways, apparently Rev sends his D-pick around to everybody and anybody. I think he even set a reaction channel. I could have swore. I can't remember the name right now. I have never got one, thank God.
And him trying to blame that shit on me why he stinks? I don't fucking think so. You can't blame me why you fucking stink.
Capone. Me too. What is that?
I know.
Does she have a duck? Or is she passing gas? What was that? Can anybody let me know?
A watermelon. Really? Ah. Eight days of goat cheese. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that was the cat. Thank you.
Yeah, he can take a shower. He's just trying to use why he doesn't take a shower out on me. Like,
Okay,
like if he said he's going to take a shower and he's in the bathroom, I'll be online the whole time to prove it.
But you assaulted him online too. That's how we all saw it.
But he's afraid of me. Good. Be afraid of me.
You're like 1,000 pounds and 7 feet tall. Anybody would be afraid of you. And your half tooth doesn't help the situation.
We weren't afraid of me all the time. You yelled in my face and bark orders about what I should do. You weren't afraid of me when you were using me for sex. I didn't essay him. Give me a fucking break. That's his excuse on why he doesn't want to take a shower. Give me a fucking break. Whatever.
Okay, is the only shower in the restroom with the clogged toilet? But at what point, see, I don't know. I would make it happen. Like you have to.
I hope your body gets rashes and infections because you won't be sanitary. He's trying to give an excuse why he sent a girl a cock pic. He's trying to give an excuse on why he sent a girl a cock pic. I can't believe I hear that. I can't believe I'm hearing that. The only reason why I gave her my cock pic is because of this. What?
Oh my gosh, Capone. A million years later, I realize you're singing I'm in love with the Coco, and I just read I love Coco, and I was like, me too, Capone. At one point, I really was. That's gonna get clipped. Be kind. The right dog will happen for you. I would just pray on it, and maybe don't say mom or puppy. Just say whatever dog needs our home. You know. I know you probably already said that, but I know you had your heart set on the other puppy, but maybe it just wasn't the right fit for whatever reason. You know.
Yeah, he was wearing my clothes too. Was that my fault too while he was wearing my clothes? He sent lots of girls dick pics. A lot of girls in my audience got dick pics of him.
Wow.
Or from him.
I am so glad I was not one of those people. Shani is now destroying Rev stuff. Okay, during this clip, I believe I'm bouncing back and forth. And it's not very pleasant on your ears. It actually sounds very scary.
Yoshi is gone. Yes, Yoshi is gone.
This is where I was like, Yoshi's gone. And then I just went around and you'll see it.
Oh, there ain't no life with Yoshi. It looks like it's gore everywhere with Yoshi. I'm just saying.
Yikes.
No, I'm taking his jacket with me.
Is destroying property and theft, like, could that get somebody evicted faster? Can you guys let me know out there?
I should take all his clothes and set them all on fire because he's destroying my clothes. Yeah, you wanted to cut up my clothes.
What clothes do you have? I'm pretty sure you wear the same sheet every day. Hold on.
I don't have the strength. My hip hurts. I got to the couch that's right next to me, sat down, saw Yoshi, and I took it out on Yoshi.
Anybody who needs something from me at any point today, I don't have the strength. My hip hurts. Thought this was the clip where I went back. I don't know. I do have it at some point for you.
8 days of Yoshi's guts. That's right.
We still have 3 police visits to get through, so I hope you guys don't have anywhere to be.
Fuck you, Yoshi.
Oh.
You goddamn piece of shit.
R.I.P. You were a good one.
I used a knife on Yoshi.
Like, how is she still able to stay there? She's literally slashing up his items. I would think there would be a way to get her out if they truly wanted her to be out, right? Clothes that don't fit. I love the thought Rev took her dress to wear like it's gonna fit. Can you imagine him drowning in her clothes? I said the cops are there for Shani. They don't do anything. This is me just scrolling through the chat. It's how I found out. Because there was times where I literally had to do things. So I'd miss like a half hour and then I'd have to come back and find out what was going on. But anyways, it's just everybody talking about it, right? I do have clips from when. Oh.
Oh, Yoshi is just lying there. Fluff and all.
Poor Yoshi. He was so nice. I guess HRH is in there. Do you ever notice when some bad shit's going down, HRH isn't far? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's the cops.
It's the cops.
I don't want to answer you. I already heard what you had to say last time. So go.
I should have tried that when I was getting arrested all the time. I don't want to hear from you. Not in the mood.
He can
for
answer
jail.
the door. I'm not getting up. My hip hurts. And he doesn't want to answer the door.
It's his house, yeah. They told him to try to be happy. Okay.
He won't leave me alone.
That was definitely a cop knock. I even jumped when I heard it. I don't know. They used to come for me all the time. I've had them come for me in hotels, motels, Holiday Inns. I mean, all right. She yelled at the cops when they were at the door, too. Yeah. And they just take it. I don't see why. Maybe she'll get a cop that's had a bad day one time. And he's like, fuck this bitch. They're not going to stop fighting. I'm not coming here 6 more times. Maybe you need to go to jail. Anyways, the cops told Shani to try and be happy and they left.
Pretty fucking sick to talk about someone's RAPE. That's all you obsess about, you fucking weirdo freak, is seeing women ravaged by other men. Ugh. What a horrible person. That's all he fucking likes talking about. What he gets off on.
I don't know. You have me wondering about you because for 1,000,000 days in a row, I've had to hear you talk about how he's attracted to minors. So if you were with him for 8 years, what does that make you? Did you guys just never get caught?
I'm busy. Leave me alone. You are a bad person. Leave me alone. Go away. You're an evil person.
Yes, that always works with the cops.
And I hate you.
I missed all of this. It's been
And I have
wild.
every right to hate you because you destroyed my life.
Everybody's watching this right now. Nobody's paying attention to Foodie.
And my trust. And you betrayed me. He betrayed me.
Get over it.
No, it was the cops. He called the cops on me.
You were stabbing his shit. I would have called the police on you too. I would have went a step further and made sure they took you though. Like you are a danger to yourself and others and you clearly need an 5150.
They said try to be happy. How do you try to be happy when you keep hearing someone say the most terrible things to you? Oh my God, I can't wait to get away from him.
Why don't you?
Have a normal life where I don't have to be constantly fucking attacked.
How can you have a normal life when you're not normal?
Yeah, they know about the destroyed shirt. They also were like, you murdered Yoshi.
You guys, so the cops are watching them. That's what I do remember. All the police visits, it eventually comes out there. They're like, we know you're lying, Rev. We heard you say this and that on a live stream. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if cops were sitting around watching your live streams? I mean, then you would know that you're pretty fucking bad, right? Okay, this is where I got distracted and I had my first cup of dandelion tea. I heard it's really amazing for you. And so I bought it and I don't know, I really like how it tastes. So just FYI, do your own research. Not everybody should drink it regularly. It interacts with certain medications, but dandelion tea is so good for women. It just is. Search in your own time dandelion tea for women, and I'll tell you all the benefits. But it helps with PMS and acne. People use it as a coffee substitute. Says avoid if you're allergic to ragweed, pregnant. I think there was a certain medication they said too. I can't remember if it was a blood thinner. So again, please do your own research. But it helps fight against aging, inflammation, reducing acne, redness, detoxifying for clearer pores, and potentially fading dark spots, promoting a brighter, calmer, clearer, and more youthful complexion. It's an anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, help soothe irritation, fight breakouts, and even firm skin by supporting collagen. It is amazing. Hold on, let's see. It also supports hormone balance indirectly by aiding liver detoxification, essential for processing excess estrogen, and directly through compounds that may influence reproductive hormones like FSH, LH, estrogen, and progesterone, potentially improving ovarian function and reducing PMS. So there you go. If it's something you can drink, have at it because it's amazing. I'm telling you, I have more energy today. I don't know if it's from the tea. I don't know, but I feel good. I feel happy. I feel detoxed. I don't know. But it is a diuretic. So again, I don't think it's good. Just make sure it's okay for you. Anyways, I've had dandelion wine. Oh, brother. I guess it's a good thing I never found it in addiction because dandelion tastes really good, apparently. I don't know. The tea was amazing. I didn't even have to add anything. Like no honey, nothing to it. I just liked how it tasted. Plain. Imagine if I had found out in addiction that it was in wine. Oh, brother, I wouldn't be here. I'll tell you that. Chantal's abandoned scooter said, is Shani growing a new wart under the original one? Yes. Okay, you guys just have to hear this because I was laughing hysterically. Press 1 if you're over the Shani thing and you want me to just recap it for you and to go to Lil Cow Bus stuff. Let me know.
He's stealing my shit. I want my ears.
They're on your head.
I want my ears.
Couldn't that be enough to commit her on its own? I mean, I know she's talking about the cat ears, but this is insane. I want my ears. Anyways, I said Rev is live saying he didn't feel safe and Shani is still screaming. This is where he's stupid, though. He doesn't feel safe, but he was laughing it up and having a grand old time. He was stream sniping her. He was watching Negs. But here's a little bit of it. Do you think she actually... No.
I am. I'm going to call APS tomorrow and say that he's stealing my stuff now. He needs more charges, doesn't he?
This is where I went to
He's
Rev.
on the first floor now. I want to tell everybody that I feel threatened. Blakely P.
Why has Negs aged like 30 years? Shit.
I feel threatened by this person in the house. I am on the second floor, barricaded in this room, and I am not moving. I have Wookiee Lover on the phone. Those ears are mine. I paid for them.
Excuse me, those ears are mine. The ears are mine. Oh my God, somebody needs to make that a song.
Yes, Jules. Is this Jules? Blakely PD, I feel threatened. I feel like my life is in danger. Please come and take this psychopath out of my house. She won't stop.
I want my ears. Be kind. Thank you so much for being a member for 31 months. Wow, 2.5 years. I've enjoyed getting to know such a variety of characters. Getting to know each of you has added to my life. Cheers. That was beautiful. You've added to my life. I hope you know that. So anyways, they go back and forth. Okay, the police keep coming. The cops are there again. Let's see if she comes back on. He looks like a ghost. And it kept freezing. That's what I do remember.
It's not fair. Wookiee is, you're, beautiful, amazing. Weird.
Cuts out a whole bunch of times. Anyways, what I do know is the cops yelled at both of them because at this point they're getting fed up, right? They don't want to have to keep coming. Like, you guys know what you're doing. We're watching your live streams. If they thought if they thought Shani was going to hurt him or Rev was going to hurt her, wouldn't they have to take somebody? But they could see these people like it to a certain extent. It's weird. Anyways, the cops did nothing again.
Need to mount my ears because it's a civil matter.
The $2 Temu ears are a civil matter?
What a fucking pig. What a fucking pig.
It has cost. Oh my gosh. Let's speed this up.
Yeah, the cops yelled at him. They didn't yell at me. They know what he's doing. He already tried to steal my ring light.
I don't think ring lights are very expensive either. Like, the stuff they're fighting over just seems, I don't know. I guess if you can afford $2 Temu ears, you could probably afford to order them again. Just get new ears. Why would you want them after he's put his hair through them? Anyways, okay, this is where shit gets good, you guys. This is Amberlynn Reed. So a lot of people were calling them out on the fakeness of it all. So what I will say is, yes, a lot of the LCU is scripted. And I think parts were scripted, but I think she genuinely couldn't take some of the trolling, right? So Mo Translates posted this clip, and then this is what made me get curious and then go. And I really need you guys to see. Hold on, let's just get to Scooter's face. I can't wait 20 more minutes until I'm done yapping. Oh, I saw the poo again. Oh my God, we still have so much more to go. Oh, forget it. I'm going back. Anyways. I'll try to not get distracted. It's not that I want to go. I have to pee. So, we're at that awkward moment where I think I can handle it, though. All right, so this is the clip that made me get curious and go back and watch. Mo said the show literally just started and ALR is demanding people be banned. But the other host said, no, they don't do that. She threatened to quit. It hasn't even been 5 minutes.
Lol.
Okay, we might have to, but like,
why are the grays out? Keem is gonna get pissed when I quit day one. I can tell you. If you get this to go okay, then fucking ban those people.
We don't. Okay, we're not banning anybody. We don't do that here. Like, we legitimately we can't do that. That's a whole thing. Like the Glammy, like she literally got kicked out of the universe.
Welcome to the LCU, Amber. Also slow the chat, lol.
Okay, we might have to, but like,
just FYI, he still looks not as bad as he gets. I seriously think, I don't know. Just watch as time goes on and his face turns purple.
And the gray's out. Keem is gonna get pissed when I quit day one. I can tell you that.
Okay, all right. Let's take it easy.
Bus already died.
Okay, all right. We'll put it on members only. Is that okay? Can we do?
You know, they told her to lean into the hate and come wearing a crown because everybody made fun of her for wearing the crown for bingo. But again, I don't think she realized what people were going to do. People were calling her out nonstop. And if anybody's excited about the money they made that stream, nobody's going to keep paying you to tell you how ALR is awful. At this point, you're aware, right? They just wanted to make her rage and get upset. And I do believe that Keemstar does, like, I don't know. Anyways, that's a whole other side thing. Sometimes I think they pay their own super chats. I don't know. I've watched long enough where I'm just like, this is shit. And I know nobody's paying $50 to look at Boogie Belch. Come on. So anyways, Two Tailed said it's actually crazy how little of a spine Amber has. Did Yo Mama get a finder's fee? Considering how big her back is, she said this would be a fun challenge for her to try, and she's in tears within the first 5 minutes. Yeah, it gets worse. It just keeps going. Let's see, they zoomed in on her here.
Emoji, black cat emoji,
we can talk over the emoji.
Romantic cat face emoji, black
Oh
cat
my
emoji,
fucking god.
cat emoji, romantic cat face emoji,
I wish we could ban
cat
emoji
emoji,
cat emoji,
romantic cat face emoji, black cat
Remember that carrot one?
Yeah, we had a 40 minutes of
romantic cat face emoji, black cat emoji, cat emoji, cat emoji.
You got your airtime, buddy. Thank you.
Black cat emoji.
Tell them about how your kid's still alive.
Yes,
that's
what me.
Just breathe. If you need to step away for a second, that's okay. Please don't.
Romantic cat face emoji.
No, just breathe.
Cat emoji, cat emoji, romantic cat face emoji, black cat emoji.
Can you stop this one, Keem? Like, dude, these are actually so fucking annoying. Like, they just kill everything.
She's turning red. So again, I stand by. It started out she was leaning into it, but she wasn't expecting all the truth she got. Nobody's lying about her. Nobody's lying about her. Everything we know from watching her channel, right? I said, oh my gosh, I think she's going to quit. Amberlynn is definitely going to quit. These were some of the hate donations. Amber, address having inappropriate conversations with a minor, Libby, who you then tried to hook up the minor with a strange grown man they had met at a restaurant. It's on video. Your videos. Then someone said $50 to play my video called for Amberlynn Reed's new LCU viewers to show receipts of her lying about timers. The name is Froggy Says No. I guarantee you won't watch it and react, though. Vladimir Pigeon says, did you know the sun is fake? It's actually just a giant light bulb used by our alien supreme overlords to control our sleep habits. Teddy said, just watch how fast you lose viewers if you just glaze over Amber the whole time. Also, Amber, your acting is terrible, staged as fuck. We've heard all of Amber's stories already, and she told 3 different rarity ones. Beck wiped your ass. What do you have on Beck since you put it out there? Also, why do your fruit flies look like bed bugs? It would make sense if she has bed bugs. Have you noticed her arms? Why would you lie to protect someone who put a family member in danger? You had Rarity for over 10 years. You'd really do that for someone you were with for a few months? You are desperate for love. Absolutely pathetic. Someone said, rain and petals eavesdrop. I hurt the wrong cat. I hit my exes, left them crying where they sat. I ate my way to 600 pounds of grief and lied about everything behind my teeth. That was beautiful. Have you had any crumble cookies recently?
You want to throw up, vomiting face emoji.
Sweet Tea's the princess, and I forget what we used to call me, but like I was some
the
fuck
Joker.
shit.
Please ignore the hate.
Do you see him? Do you know my background on my computer? I don't think you guys could see it the way it's set up. It's the same shade as him in this moment.
The LCU has your back, Amber.
We all have your back. You got it. Look,
thank you.
There's gonna be times where I gotta push back on you. You just have to understand. Like, I have your back. I will fight any motherfucker that wants to come after you. Zay, fucking Roxy, any of these people, we'll go after them. But I want you to tell your story that you have not been given.
I know this is day one, but you need a couple mods.
We have a couple mods. Shout out to the mod team. We might add a few more.
But banning people would be easier because they can never come back.
Okay.
He can't say it's his lighting either because he starts out one shade and he's not getting oxygen, or he has like a shelf. I don't know. He has some sort of allergy. Okay. And I'm not making fun of it, but something serious is going on with that man and nobody can tell me otherwise.
But
they still come back. They still come back. Trust me.
They do.
No, then you ban them again.
Okay, but they're gonna
Are
make
you
alt
lazy?
accounts, and like, no, you don't want. It's not that we're lazy. It's not that at
Cool.
all.
I have a lazy host. Oh my
You're
god.
lazy.
Okay, I am not lazy. That's a crazy statement to make. I am saying we can't ban people.
I'm here for Scooter and Sweet Tea.
What I notice is these people, whenever they're going to lie or think about their next line, they throw goddamn out there. They say the goddamn. Anyways, I hate saying that, but I say other words, but I feel bad saying that. Anyways, what I do know is the scripted parts you can tell whenever they start goddamning a lot.
We can't just
thank you.
We can't just ban. No, there's a lot of people here for you. Okay, Amberlynn. There's a lot of people. Calm down. Just breathe. Relax. Okay. It's
This is
fine.
the highest viewership we've ever had, and they're all here to watch you, honey. Even if they're haters, fuck them.
Let's get back to my story.
Okay.
From
So-
sheriffs.
It's like, okay, weight loss is fun, cool. But then I was like, I really like to vlog. I was like, I'm gonna start vlogging. Okay, so
And
then I started
please
vlogging.
explain all 3 stories you told about Rarity going missing.
Okay.
Ban.
No, we're not ban.
Ban.
Just tell you. Don't worry about it. Just tell your story. Ignore it. Just ignore it. It's okay. Just ignore it.
Why does Sweet Tea keep
How about
laughing
the
at me?
first
about
stream you mute TTS?
We're-
Let
we're-
people rage donate, but don't
How can you tell when Sweet Tea is laughing?
get to throw jealous hate out loud.
We're not gonna do that.
We will know.
She always looks surprised and like she's shocked she's even there. And then the no teeth doesn't, like, she always looks like she's smiling and laughing.
Never mute TTS because I'm only here for the money. I don't need the LCU. The LCU needs me. So anyway.
KLR isn't the bus, she only makes it lopsided. Smiley face emoji, but TSSS.
Okay. Well, let's just let her talk, guys. Just let her talk.
I swear to God, if there's any fucking fat jokes I'm the only person allowed to make fat jokes to myself. Okay? No one else is allowed to do that. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Sorry, I was texting my daughter back. She's like, "Are you done?" I said, 15 more minutes, baby. Anyways. So this is another clip that was interesting.
I'm there for 2 months. And me and my ex, who is actually my best friend, we talk every single day. It's kind of like a situationship. And she said I'm allowed to say that, so it is what it is. There's the tea there. I'm there for 2 months. And me and my ex, who is actually my best friend, we talk every.
That's insane to me. So her and Justin Feeder are still talking. Two-Tailed said, Amber's still talking to Emily even after everything that's happened. I swear she's dedicated to making her own life into a 24/7 humiliation ritual. And then Gabrielle said, Amber is blaming Beck again for her cancer. Oh, and then they tagged Jordy and narcissist Gorl and Lily in this. Amber admits to still being in a situationship and best friends with Emily.
I'm there for 2 months.
Oh, we heard that.
And me and my ex, who is actually my best friend, we
But how can you say it was all lies if a lot of the stuff we heard from Emily, your BFF, like how can you even deny anything anymore?
talk every single day. It's kind of like a situationship. And she said I'm allowed to say that, so it is what it is. There's the tea there. I'm there for.
You want to be with somebody who called you Porcahontas? Could you guys stay with somebody who called you Porcahontas? So Amberlynn is about to quit, and then this fake fight happens, and Zayzudit and Scooter get into a huge fight. It's actually really interesting. Think really horrible WWE act.
Look how like
Scoop
parrot wants to work on.
emoji, poop emoji, poop emoji, poop emoji.
Jesus Christ.
I want to take one from what is it? Look how live. Who did paint recently? I don't know, but
Paint.
I think that Scooter should paint his face and his body orange and become a carrot.
Oh my god.
And your
That's
hair
a good
green.
idea.
Oh,
Your hair
Oh
green.
yes.
oh
You
god.
gotta share it.
Right
that
now
would be
he's like
funny.
he's like a plum or like a
Well, I think you should paint yourself violet and become Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
cherry right now.
Yeah. Dude, the lighting makes me look really red. Like I get the tomato face really bad with this lighting.
No,
Oh.
you were a normal shade at the beginning of this. Look at his hands. Like, it scares me. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but hold on. Look at his hands.
The lighting makes me look really.
That's lighting. That's high blood pressure. That's how my hands looked. You guys know how I try to describe to you when I would look down at my hands? And I said it was really weird. I could tell something was wrong. My hands legitimately looked like this.
Red. Like I get the tomato face really bad with this lighting. Oh, the carrot thing. Okay.
Breathe.
Is that
Breathe.
I'm starting to worry that you're like there's something wrong. Like you're not getting enough oxygen in your blood or
Are you
something.
good? Do you have
I'm good. No, I'm good. Trust me, dude. No, I have people that can verify I look okay, well I look ugly, but I look relatively normal in person. This lighting.
You'll never be as ugly as Zay. So you are totally fine, okay?
That's not a hard level to beat though. I mean,
You're right.
you look like a skeleton to me. I'm sorry.
Those that have ever dealt with lighting, or if you know all about lighting, do you start out one shade and then it makes you purple? Let me know.
Sorry.
She is very small in person. She is incredibly tiny.
I've always been afraid of super skinny people. They freak me out. Because I used to be super skinny and everybody would make fun of me and I didn't have enough to eat. And then when I got older, I was like, I ain't no way I'm gonna be that skinny again. And I tried to put on weight and I'm a good healthy weight now, but
Yeah,
I cannot stand to see.
You're like perfect.
Right.
Like
I always think you're in the, those skinny people like that. Like, I guess it's the same for fat people. Or skinny people. It's unhealthy.
6,311 super chatted $19.99. If Tommy left the door open, Amber, why wouldn't you immediately go look to be sure Rarity did not get out when you know they had a history of doing that? Why just assume none of them got out? Not a good look.
She literally addressed that. Like she literally told the entire thing.
Yeah, I'll say anything and they'll like choose to not hear certain things on purpose. It's crazy.
Yeah, they just keep bringing up all these fucking things. Like it was like the Libby thing as well. We talked about it, guys.
I'm still looking at his redness. Don't mind me if I'm not talking.
It's like they just want to keep pushing until they get the answer they want. Well, I don't.
Bingo.
Yeah, well, like I'm sorry. It's kind of like this whole thing. And like before, why I was standing on set? You can't tell me how to think. I got to see it for myself. And now I've fucking seen it. And here's the thing about me, bro. I have a
No, she does not look like DJ Tanner.
terrible judge of personality. I truly
I rebuke that statement.
fucking do. I actually do. Like I trusted Voldestov. I had his fucking back. We see how that fucking played out. And countless people.
She was Glammy right before she went real bad.
Yes, I was. And like Keem tells me, don't trust these people. Don't trust Rastov.
It's hard.
It is. And the thing is though, people said the same shit about Zay. They said the same shit. I'm like, no, she's always been good to me. And then as soon as this happens, bro, like, dude, and here's, I'll just fucking out it all. Like we were sitting out last.
This is like he's trying to buy time for Zay to hear her name and then burst through the door. I could be wrong about that.
It was New Year's Eve. I got drunk. It was okay. It was last year. And she's just talking shit about you. She's like, I don't know how you could work with her. I truly don't get it. It's like, you even know her? Why are you
Star
saying
Trek
this
Voyager
shit?
fan super chatted $20. Cat abuser, 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 cat abuser.
I'm leaving.
No, don't leave. Don't leave.
I think I'm done. I think I made enough money today.
No, come on. Don't do that.
We got 20 minutes.
20 minutes. 223 super chatted $20. Amber, you mentioned that Casey assaulted you, only to come on later and clarify that you used the wrong word to describe what had happened. Get your lies straight.
You okay?
Okay, so let me talk about that fucking thing real quick because I'm starting to get pissed off. So the Casey thing, I was in a relationship, and by the way, I'm pretty sure their pronouns now are he. Okay, so we gotta remember that. So we were a year and a half apart. I want to make that very clear.
7,043 super chatted $20. We won't stop because we're not stupid, Amber. You've said like 8 different stories, bish.
No, bitch. You're obviously fucking watching reaction channels, you dumb fuck.
At Black Metalist Elitist
Get
Oh,
the
here
fuck
we
out.
go.
No, actually,
Amber,
dude,
King
get
Cobra
the
perished in front of
bro,
everyone
get the
and you
fuck
are
out
on
of here.
track to
Get
do the
out.
same.
Get out.
You don't have to
Say
live
it.
like this.
Seriously, get the
You can
fuck out of
choose
here, bro.
life.
Get
You
out.
don't have to keep
Get the fuck out. I'm not
victimizing
gonna do
yourself.
shit. Get the fuck
Choose
out.
life.
Get
At
out.
Star Trek Void to find
Bro,
super
fuck
chatty
out.
$20.
Get the fuck
Cat abuser,
out.
cat
Get
abuser,
out.
cat abuser,
Oh, what
cat
the fuck
abuser,
ever, dude.
cat
Get the
abuser,
fuck.
cat abuser, cat
Nobody
abuser,
fucking
cat
wants here,
abuser,
bro. Get the
cat
fuck
abuser,
out of here.
cat
Jesus.
abuser, cat abuser, cat abuser,
Wow,
cat abuser.
Jason.
Anyways, so that happened. What I will say is if you can't handle overstimulation, I couldn't watch this whole thing because there was cat noises, there was fart sounds, I don't know, the emojis being read out over and over and over. So I can only take it in small doses. And then I'm like, this is too much. Like my brain is going to explode. Anyways, that was definitely scripted. Okay, this was me getting distracted. And I saw this on Facebook and I thought it was really cool that Albert Einstein lived in Pasadena and this was his home. I don't know. I feel like I learn new things every day, as we should, right? I didn't know Albert Einstein lived in Pasadena, but I feel like Pasadena, everybody has lived in at some point. I know somebody who has. Pasadena is beautiful. I like the houses. It feels, I don't know, like an old town vibe. It's very cool. Anyway, Shani wants her audience to call Adult Protective Services, and then Rev is sniping her. Yeah, she was just asking people to call for her because she's in fear for her life. She's in fear for her safety. She doesn't feel safe around him, but she refuses to leave the house. So there's that. The knots are gathering in her hair as the days go on. More and more accumulate. There might also be a pizza in her hair tomorrow, or a bird, or a bat. Time will tell. She looks miserable. Like you can't fake this. And you can tell the moment she was embarrassed too, because she went from pale to beet red. So again, I think moments were real, but the majority scripted as fuck. Queen Jellybean said, "Girl, I thought you'd be getting smaller now that you have less money for DoorDash. Instead, you're now as wide as the entire back wall of your apartment. You're a 35-year-old hoe. The crown's a little stupid at your big age and weight." It's ridiculous. Tone said, "Cat abuser, cat abuser, cat abuser, cat abuser, cat abuser, cat abuser. This made my day." She hates hearing that, but it's what she is. Neglect is a form of abuse. Just saying. Shani, or Rev says Shani walked up the stairs and took his cat ears. So he says she's not disabled. I said, you don't say. I knew she wasn't disabled for one thing, but when she was telling a story about being in a hospital and how they told her she was a fall risk, but then she said she was doing laps around the lobby or whatever. This is what I do know. After I had a stroke, I was a fall risk. Even when I had seizures too, they would put me as a fall risk, all kinds of things. Right? They don't let you get up. And if you're getting up, somebody's like babysitting. Well, somebody's babysitting you anyways, but they're not going to let you do laps around a lobby or a hospital if you are a fall risk. It doesn't happen. She's not. This is really cool. Trump signed executive orders limiting travel from these places. I think it's cool that he's limiting travel from Syria. I said what I said. I don't care if you agree with me. There we go. More of Shani. She's crying about being abused and not getting any sleep. Rev wasn't making a peep during this time. I think this was at like 4 a.m. when I woke up. Oh, 3:47. I was an early riser. Anyway, she was crying. "He won't let me sleep. I'm sleep deprived." It's like, then go to fucking sleep. Like, why do you need to be live telling us how tired you are? Take a nap. Or do you not have anything to make you pass out? Is that the problem? This is their home. Oh. I am going to leave this up for a second longer. I am trying to avoid looking at that one picture, but in general, as if the bathroom wasn't bad enough. Who just uses Kleenex and throws it on the floor? And look at the piles of trash around her. At least the cats have a cat tree. Yuck. Wow. It's sad. I heard a story about how like Rev's grandpa did the woodwork for this house or whatever. But like if you were the owner of this house, would you not just have it tore down after this? After these people have destroyed it? It's shitty that family members try and help their family out, and then your own blood could betray you in this way. The house didn't look like this when they first moved in. I remember seeing pictures and I was like, wow, it's nice. And we all knew that she was going to destroy it, but everything is a shade of yellow because they smoke indoors constantly. Ew. I don't want to see the toilet anymore. I'm sorry. I thought this was really cool and this made me really proud. If you're from Altadena, I agree that the fires should be investigated. And I'm proud that you have your moment because I know this sign was ripped down and crumbled up. But at least it's going to get people to stop and think. And it may force people to do their own research. I used to think conspiracy theorists were crazy, and maybe some are, but there's truth to a lot of these wild theories, right? Like things that you would think that seem insane. I'll speak firsthand. Living in Southern California when those horrible fires happened. God, that was the end of 2025, wasn't it? No, the beginning of 2025. Because it started around Christmas and went into January. It was like a month of hell. Do you know some of my family members lost homes? Do you know that their home insurance and fire insurance and all those things were canceled like a year before this happened? Do you know in a lot of cities that these fires went through and literally almost entire cities destroyed? God, it was like 500,000 acres. These fires burned, right? Please look up land grabs, look up the meaning, and look what cities they were planning on turning into smart cities. And please, you guys are going to think Spencer Pratt is crazy, and maybe he is a little bit, but he's speaking some truth on what's going on in California. He's speaking a lot of truth. So I need to ask you, does it really sound that crazy? Do your research, watch Spencer, look up why people think that a lot of these fires were intentional. Yeah, and then get back to me because I'd love to know your thoughts. Now, Mandy, but from day one, I would have had them once per week. The fires were caused by lasers and planned, I swear. There was a point, you guys, where there was I know if you're not from California, you're not part of like all these different cities, right? But I'm in the San Gabriel Valley and I'm part of a lot of like groups that talk about what's going on in surrounding cities. There were so many homeless starting fires as families, lives, homes are being destroyed. Like I know somebody whose aunt went missing during these fires and she was found deceased. Like horrible things are happening. And then more and more people are trying to set more fires. So like it got me thinking and I asked myself, are people being paid to start these fires? It turns out some people were. Please do your research. I know that there's a lot of things that happened, but I also believe that a lot of it was no accident. It wasn't just something that happened. I know these topics are uncomfortable because people are like, how could you bring politics and all this into stuff? Like, it's time we start waking up and stop being blind to things. Like, we're all adults. It's time to wake up. Nobody is looking out for you. Nobody's protecting you. Our government sucks. Gavin Newsom sucks. Politicians suck. They don't really care about us. They care about money and what they can get. I sound like the crazy people that I used to think were crazy, but they ended up not being crazy at all. They ended up being right. Just saying. Roxy is coming for Amberlynn, and it gives me life. And I love you, Roxy, if you're listening. Roxy said, hey, Pookie Lynn, my life/stories on LCU is way different than the truths of your real life. F the NDA. Characters versus your life. Big difference. Hashtag I see you. Edit. See pinned post. So what's the pinned post, you ask? So I tried going into the LCU Discord and into members waiting, and shockingly not, I'm completely banned from even seeing the members waiting. I was going to ask Zay Zooted, aka Zay, if I can go up on rewind tonight so Keem can't say I'm using ALR for clout/views. So I guess I'll be responding tomorrow after work. Today is my last day until Monday, so we got a lot of time coming up. You did this, Keem, not me. So please subscribe to Roxy Unfiltered 716. It sounds like she's going to be coming for ALR a lot. More Shannon Rev stuff, you guys. I have to pee, though. Shenanigans said Amber's debut on the LCU was scripted. This is what happened. The police came 3 times. Shanny was still crying and raging this morning. Their house is disgusting. Okay, Shenanigans said Amber's debut on the LCU was scripted rage bait meant to bring in hate donos. That's why they kept fluctuating to TTS price to gain as much as they could. It was so obvious that Keem and the other hosts were buddy trolling her and that she was told into being the villain. Is there more? It was absolutely unnecessary for her to drag Beck's name into this for no reason, especially after everything they did for her. Beck is going through some severe health issues, which shows Amber has no fucking heart at all. Something tells me if Girl World stops spending their money on super chats that just get swept over by her co-hosts, Keem and company are going to switch up on her and make money off her actual crash out before she leaves. The sweeping was insane and screamed fake to me. Yeah, I think they see dollar signs when it comes to Girl World. Like a lot of people use FFG for an example, right? Like some reactors can make a lot of money in Girl World. They can. FFG did it scamming and grifting, but mind you, they can. And I think he sees dollar signs and he thinks Girl World is what's going to, Amberlynn is what's going to save his channel. We don't support child abusers or animal abusers. So I don't know. Maybe your LCU is just meant to fade. We'll see what happens. Let me see if there's anything else I need to show you right this second. We did 3 hours and 15 minutes. This reminds Foodie of Dee Dee. Again, reminds Foodie of Dee Dee. That's the only reason why she's eating it. Let's see if there's anything else. Very quickly compared herself to the... Oh, we need to hear this. Foodie compared herself to the goddess Elizabeth Taylor. Yes, she has to pay every man to be with her. Elizabeth Taylor wouldn't dare.
Are you insinuating that I need to buy my boyfriends and husbands? Well, look at Elizabeth Taylor. Oh no, she probably married rich men too. No, that show sucks and it's not funny at all.
Chantal Marie is not Elizabeth Taylor.
I know. No. Are you insinuating that I need to buy my boyfriend?
Please search Elizabeth Taylor. I think she was one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen. Like, the audacity of this woman to compare herself to Elizabeth Taylor. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't. I think she's gorgeous. There's certain people, like, I also think Marilyn Monroe was absolutely beautiful. I don't know. There was a look back then that involved class that is no longer existent on this planet. It no longer exists. There was like hair thought put into like even their hair, makeup, outfit, everything. And like now I feel like people go everywhere in their pajamas. You probably don't, but I mean, have you ever taken a look around when you're shopping? Have you ever? I remember being a teenager and taking like 2 hours to get ready. Do you know now kids go to school in their pajamas just because? Anyways, Mo said Chantal slipped and fell outside on ice, so she had to call and cancel all the plans she had with people today. She says Pilates bees, inshallah, will help her not fall so much. I don't believe it. I think she's just saying she fell to get out of working out.
Like I might need to go to the hospital.
Remember when she was supposed to do the gym bees? They were going to build a home gym in their apartment in Kuwait, and her sciatica acted up like until Salah gave up on that idea. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Because I had multiple plans today. Like I had multiple people to see. And I had to cancel I started driving, like I fell and I couldn't breathe for a good few minutes. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to call an ambulance. Like I can't breathe. And so I was assessing like what was injured. I managed to stand up. It was minus 20.
Same. I wouldn't be seen without makeup on. Now I feel like, I don't know. Makeup is like, if it's something special. See, I'm complaining about people's look, but like I'm one of those people too. Like the standard just isn't there anymore, right? Like nobody needs to dress up because nobody else is.
On the ice, it was freezing. I couldn't feel my hands. Like I thought I was gonna get frostbite. They were like in snow and ice, and so it was hard to brace myself to get up because there was nothing around I could hang on to. So I got up somehow. Must have been interesting to see. And there was no one around, but
I don't know. I slipped and I had to take a day off streaming. Like when you're seriously in severe pain, there's no hosting people and just yapping it up. Like there's none of that because you don't have the energy to. I'm not buying she slipped and fell. A woman her size slipping on ice. Wouldn't she have gone bodyboarding down the road? I mean, that's what I envision at least. How is she live? Oh my God, can you imagine if she just went sliding and never stopped? And then she ended up in your yard. What would you do? I'd let Coco out. Just because she bites butts. So that would be sure to get Chantal out of my yard. Okay, if you want to be put in a good mood today, please listen to this song by George Harrison, Got My Mind Set on You. You'll sing it for the next 3 days and it'll live in your head rent free. And just when you think it's gone and you're going to shampoo your hair, it'll just pop up out of nowhere. Then you'll be dancing in the shower. But it's a good time, and it's one of those songs that it honestly can stay in my head for as long as it needs to. I'm not complaining. Shani finally passed out. There's no need for me to play this clip. Well, you want to hear her snore? My bladder can hold it 2 more minutes. I know it. I have faith. Where's the snore? Hold on. Let's see. Well, listen, there was a point I could hear her snoring. Maybe it's not in here. I don't know. But I heard her snoring, and I think I heard Rev creeping around. Somebody was moving around, unless they have a ghost. If you're listening, please know, Scooter, I don't know you, but I'm very concerned about your health. I may sound like a bitch. And I mean, I am sometimes to the people who deserve it. Sometimes I just can't turn it off. But like, I'm concerned you're going to die. And you cannot tell me this is lighting. Like there's splotches. And your eyes should not be turning that color. I don't know. All of this is bad. I didn't edit this in any way, you guys. I zoomed in and took a screenshot. Please go to the doctor, Scooter. Take a day off. Keemstar can survive without you. Your mother can survive without you, because if you don't go to the doctor, they will be surviving without you. I don't know if you're a piece of shit, dude. It's none of my business. Look at your lips. Something is going on. I'm telling you, the way your hands looked, mine looked right before I had a stroke. And if you're scared, you should be. It could turn out to be nothing, but what if it's not? There you go. Hopefully I saved a life today. On that note, I really have to pee. I don't know how I've even made it this far. Shout out to my bladder. You are doing amazing. Keep up the good work. I will be back tomorrow morning. So whatever we missed today, I will be screen recording and we'll come live again probably around between 8 and 8:30, you guys. Okay, so mornings are back on, and then puppy streams will happen when the weather is good in the afternoon, kind of a thing. I do really want to walk more together because I needed that. I don't know. It was one of the best times. I've had a lot of good times with you guys, but just looking at plants did something for my spirit, for my soul. And I didn't even mind being out in the rain because I was just so happy to see the beauty all around me. So, while I'm going to be more careful about showing streets, and FYI, just because if you've seen my neighborhood, that's not an invitation to show up. Like, you don't show up at anybody's home uninvited. And if they don't know you, I want to walk more. Why not do what Chantal and the Beezers and other people like Amberlynn Reed or Rosie aren't? Like, let's show that it's cool to be active. It's cool to be sober. We talk our shit, but we're also productive, you know? Anyways, I love you so much. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm sorry for, I mean, I wasn't really away. I just wasn't covering foodie as much. To be honest, I don't know that she's going to be the main focus. There's too many other fun things happening. And while the Shanny stuff is dark and crazy, it's keeping me coming back. I don't know what that says about me. I haven't been to Foodie's Twitch, so there's that. We'll get our recap about her from Twitter. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Hold on. I want to thank you guys too for the membership milestone. I could see your text, Egghead. I'm leaving right now. Okay, hold on. I call everybody I love an egghead, by the way. Nobody take offense to that. Okay, hold on. You know, she changed a setting on my phone, and now all my apps are the same color, and I can't tell them apart. Does that make sense? Like, I identified things so easily by the dog and the scarf or the Twitter icon. I don't know. Now that they're all like the same shade, I don't know where it is. Okay, I'm in my chat. I'm back. Lindsay, thank you so much for the super chat and happy birthday, gorgeous. Make good choices and amazing memories today and do something for you. It's your birthday. Thank you so much. Capone, thank you for being a member for 11 months. PQ, thank you so much for being a member for 15 months. Thank you for being a member for 36 months. I feel like I missed it. Wise Old Hag, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy New Year. Welcome to all the new Breezy Bunch members and be kind. I love you. Thank you so much for being a member for 31 months. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you guys are. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Orange Kitten snipes her Twitch. Thank you. Bye, everybody.